We are in are very sensitive times. We have an election just ahead of us, and we should be mindful of how we express certain views in the public space.
Yeah, Majority Leader cautioning NPP MPs against bad-mouthing each other in the wake of claims Dr. Bawumia has settled on Matthew Opoku-Prempeh as his running mate.
We should find somebody who, if the presidential candidate is not there, he will hold the hand of a member of parliament and go and conduct campaign in that member of parliament's constituency. I don't see that happening in this equation.
He doesn't have the qualities.
He cannot hold my hand.
Well, we'll bring you details of that. Also, the Trade and Industry Minister's controversial legislative instrument aimed at regulating prices of cement is getting the backing of estate developers.
I think that a bill of this nature will bring some kind of sanity to the market.
And in business, International Monetary Fund board set to pass Ghana on second review and release $360 million to the country as it meets later today. And later, we'll tell you how commuters are unknowingly breathing in toxic air as they travel either early in the morning or later in the evening.
The smoke from their exhaust pipes, very bad.
Between 6 and 10, we have some peaks, and then in the evening, it can go up to almost 100 micrograms per meter cube.
These are more with me, Mamisi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay for details. I will start from the election headquarters, brought to you by Petrosol Clean Fuel in full quantity. The Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, CIMA, and AICPA, together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. Also, the German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental Wellness and Beauty. Chuck Bus Technologies, a convenient service, and Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging gaps for positive youth development. And Majority Leader Alexander Fenyo-Markin is warning his colleague NPP MPs and other party sympathizers against fighting each other as the party's flag bearer prepares to announce his running mate, following news that Dr. Bawumia has informed President Akufo-Addo he intends to pick the Energy Minister Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, NPP MP for Asante-Achim North and member of the party's National Council, Andy Apiakubi, has come out to oppose the Energy Minister.
Me, Apiakubi, you can solicit my view on that. If it was for me to choose, I would choose him. Why? He's not my preference. Apiakubi is saying that he is not my preference. But that doesn't mean that he is not qualified. I would want somebody who will be open with the people on the ground, who will be able to deliver the votes, and who would also submit to the presidency, and who will also be important in bringing parliament closer to executive.
But the majority leader says party stalwarts must calm tensions than seek to raise them.
We should all respect party and understand that the times we are in are very sensitive times. We have an election just ahead of us, and we should be mindful of how we express certain views in the public space. We are in this together. There is no perfect person in this world. We should not go out of our way to denigrate ourselves. We should not go out of our way to describe ourselves in a manner that will be unacceptable.
You heard the Majority Leader Alexander Fenyo-Markin. Now, the controversial legislative instrument proposed by Ghana's Trade and Industry Minister, Katie Hammond, aimed at regulating cement prices is getting the backing of real estate developers after the minority indicated they resolved to oppose the instrument in its current form. The ally has also been opposed by cement manufacturers, but a former vice president of the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, who is also Greta's representative on Cement Manufacturers Association, Stephen Deborah Blomety, says the incessant increases without price control is hurting businesses, and such an ally will be helpful.
This particular bill is an exciting one for us developers because we have to grapple with cost of material from a very short interval. For instance, the last time cement price was increased in Ghana was just in May. It was increased by 10 cedis. And then as of this morning, we got a text message from the cement manufacturers that effective 1st of July, they are increasing it again by 12 cedis. So it's becoming ridiculous. And I think that a bill of this nature will bring some kind of sanity to the market, because we need to have price control so that we are able to meet the requirements of whatever we are supposed to be living up to.
You heard Vice President of the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, Stephen Deborah Ablomati. Now, parliamentary data gathered by researchers show that commuters are unknowingly breathing in toxic air during rush hours as they navigate the daily grind, crowding into public transport vehicles and inching through traffic. They are exposed to harmful pollutants. Clean Air Beats reporter Michael Ashall explores the alarming impact of air pollution on commuters in today's episode.
It's rush hour, a bustling time when everyone is on the move, crowding into public transport vehicles to reach their destinations. For those navigating this daily ordeal, the respiratory strain is palpable.
It's not easy. It's a difficult moment, especially something that relates to your breath. You can't breathe.
Reuben Alexander Otu has asthma.
You encounter different kind of cars with the smoke from their exhaust pipes, very bad.
Just to see whether what they are breathing in will be the same as the person is speaking.
Researchers at AfriSet are studying commuter exposure during rush hours using wearable mobile sensors. The preliminary results, according to James Nimo, a research associate at AfriSet, are startling.
Between 6 and 10, we have some peaks. And then in the evening, it can go up to almost 100 micrograms per meter cube.
This story was a collaboration with New Narratives. Funding was provided by the Clean Air Fund, which had no say in the content of the story.
And you heard that report by Michael Ashali, saying preliminary data gathered by researchers showing that commuters are unknowingly breathing in toxic air during rush hours. Now, the Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, CTAG, is accusing government of abusing ongoing negotiations after its representatives failed to show up yesterday at a meeting scheduled by the National Labour Commission to mediate their challenges. The strike by CTAG is to register their displeasure over government's delay in implementing the National Labour Commission's arbitral award orders and negotiated service conditions. President Prince Obenhema told Joy News members will not return to the classroom until their demands are met.
We have always been consistent. This is a clear case of abuse. Because if the National Labour Commission gives orders and then you refuse to comply, the Labour Commission has taken the matter to court proper. You refuse to show up. The court has given them 18th of next month to appear and then bring the evidence. So we are saying that consistently the government should show the way that they are law-abiding employers, and then we also follow suit.
The Santa Clausians of Adisadel College are 2024 champions of the Guel PLC Central Regional Championship of the National Science and Maths Quiz. The Zebra Boys beat 2020 champions Wesley Girls and also Ghana National College and APAM to lift their third trophy and setting a new record in the region. James Aveji has a wrap.
It is all over here in the Central region, and the Zebras of Adisadel have carried the day for the third time. They were champions in 2022, 2023, and now 2024. What do you have to tell me now?
I told you, even if Boche comes, we are going to, no matter the school that is coming, we are winning. I told you we are winning for the third time, and we have done it today.
We are Santa Madrid. We win trebles. Real Madrid. We are Santa Madrid.
And Ghana Senior High School now hold the bragging rights as the new champions of the Northern Zonal Championship. Now, Emmanuel Brightquaku has more.
They were determined to lift the trophy for the first time for their school. Coming all the way from the regional qualifiers through to the championship and semi-finals, they came into this particular grand finale as a runner-up. And now they are leaving as champions of the Northern region.
And that's how we end this morning's bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. Business is next on the Super Morning Show. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson.
Jump on now.
Go, the go. Go me. Now what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small.
The go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Elam's story began 24 years ago, and it's all led up to this moment. From the first day in senior high school, the laughs when his friend Skelo had 0 in an exam, an M.T. fan getting broke, narrowly passing Prof. Shiwele's exams. He remembers it all, especially that long advice from Papa about what will really be at stake if he doesn't pass his exams. All for this very moment.
Elam Jakpata, first class honors.
Everything to look forward to. And just like Elam's story, Absa Bank believes there's something special about your story. And we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. Absa.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cotton, donut, donut, donut. Malaria, super donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till donut now. Oh, malaria chill. Oh, popo. What do you do? I want the donut. A dabako. Donut. A damienu. Donut. A damiensa. Donut. No. Donut scatter malaria. Lonat, it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumujam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
For Pepsodent, smiles are one of the most important things we have. The problem is, globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Pepsodent, with maximum cavity protection, helps to prevent the formation of cavities. Pepsodent, because every smile matters. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
East, west, north, south, Obia meant to be.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Haga.
Let's go.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers. The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Hello?
Yo, bro! SG Ghana has done it again. Low interest rates on loans this year too. Yatisubium.
Kojo, I'm at church.
Better double your offering because SG Ghana is about to bless you. Yatisubium. Low, very low interest rates on loans this year too.
It's difficult to keep good news to yourself, especially when it can transform your life and those close to you. SG Ghana went low on interest rates last year, and this year we are even lower. Yes, Yatisubium. Get the money you need to turn your dreams into a reality. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you and speak to our dedicated staff about the amazing Yatisubium loans today. You can also call 0302-214-314 for more details.
Ojo, it's 3 a.m. What now?
Yatisubium. Okay, bye. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
All right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM and the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters, and Total Energies Total, we go the extra mile for you. Coming up is the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm great. You?
Oh, as you can see, God is taking care of his children. I'm always excited when it's a Friday.
So yeah.
I love Fridays. Maybe because I was born on a Friday, but you know.
Of course, and it's the weekend as well. So.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's the reason.
I guess that's the reason. Yeah.
Well, but I love Fridays. It means that on Saturday you don't get to wake up very early in the morning.
Yeah.
Even though I still wake up for a walk.
Which is good for you.
Yeah, because I'm used to this kind of waking up very early in the morning. You just can't,
Yeah.
So every day we wake up.
What do you do after the walk? You take kinky and.
Oh, not really. I come back home and get something light to eat.
Okay.
But because it's Saturday, sometimes we make it heavy. Something light like fufu and.
Oh my God.
Fufu and light soup.
That's really light.
Very light. See, light soup. Oh, but see, fufu and light soup.
Okay.
Yeah, fufu and light soup.
I mean,
we can still do wache, sometimes.
Like you promised yesterday.
Did I promise you wache?
Eben even heard it. So
no, Eben's microphone is off. I don't know what he's coming to say. Yes. What are you coming to say?
At the mention of wache, then I appear. You know very well that you promised us wache. Please
really
deliver. Yes, I beg you.
Don't
let us talk too much.
Was it a definite statement or was it a conditional statement?
A politician who promises and then forgets.
I'm asking that. Was it a definite statement or
you were specific?
We were very specific.
That I'll buy you wache.
Yes.
Or that we will eat wache.
You said you buy us wache. You provide us wache. This is a house of records. You said it.
The statement was not.
Aaron,
we can cut the clip and bring it back.
You don't need to cut it because I made the statement that we would eat wache.
We'll check it from the online stream.
No, that we eat wache doesn't mean that I will buy. But that notwithstanding, yes, we eat wache.
Okay.
We eat wache.
But that's also very vague,
We eat wache.
Say I will provide wache.
No, you will not show me what to say.
As the deputy head of the political desk, I'm providing wache today.
We will eat wache.
No, you can go somewhere and eat your wache.
We will
provide wache.
We will eat wache. So let's get to before we get to the Joy Business Report, let me just, look, Darryl, today I want us to have a conversation about our young ones. Mm-hmm. Okay. In the past, we've talked about, they are the future leaders. I say they are actually the leaders of today. There's nothing like, let them wait, it will get to their time. But even as we talk about the fact that they are the future leaders, the question is, have we taken them for granted?
Mm-hmm.
Do we take them for granted?
Yeah.
Okay? Do they really have a say in our affairs as a state? Are they truly empowered to engage? And have they shown promise?
And we've seen what the Gen Zs have been up to in Kenya. I mean, as it felt isolated by the government. It's very critical that we engage young people in our daily conversations about the country and the way forward. And so it's a great conversation to have this morning, really.
Exactly. But also coming up this morning,
we should find somebody who, if the presidential candidate is not there, he will hold the hand of a member of parliament and go and conduct campaign in that member of parliament's constituency. I don't see that happening in this equation.
He doesn't have the quality.
He cannot hold my hand.
Api Akubi, member of parliament for Asante Achim North, says Napo non-starter.
Charlie.
And that he does not support Matthew Poku Prempeh being made the running mate to Dr. Bawumia. We'll talk about that. But also coming up this morning, Darryl, I'm sure you may have heard of those stories. These digital lending platforms.
Oh, yes.
Okay. and where the cybersecurity authorities talked about how they engage in cyberbullying. Okay, sometimes you sign on to it, then they just send you money, say 200 cities, even without you requesting. Subsequently, they demand the money. Even when you have paid, they still would either talk about, tagging you as a thief online. They would share other, real or fake nude pictures of you. And so the Cybersecurity Authority is warning us this morning about, they issued a statement yesterday about these digital lending platforms. And I'll be sharing their names here on the Super Morning Show. But of course, if you've been a victim, please share your thoughts with us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And then on WhatsApp 055-111-1997. Time now for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwai, the team brought to us by Omni Basic Bank, at your service.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, International Monetary Fund Board set to pass Ghana on second review and release $360 million to the country as it meets later today. Also coming up, economist Professor John Gachi hopeful the creation of a sinking fund by government will help restore a good credit rating for Ghana. And on today's Business Journal, we'll tell you how florists are trying to break even despite low patronage of natural flowers by Ghanaians. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwai. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. The IMF board is set to pass Ghana on the second review under the fund program and release $360 million to the country. Well, this will happen after the board concludes its meeting on Ghana later today. Here's George Jaffe with more.
Pre-board meeting documents picked up by Joy Business shows that Ghana has been able to meet those targets to pass the country. One can talk about the financing assurance from the bilateral creditors and the agreement in principle from the Eurobond holders when it comes to restructuring the $13.1 billion debt. Ghana has also made some significant progress when it comes to those quantitative and qualitative targets under the fund program, where in some cases it has overperformed. When the approval is secured today, maybe latest by July 3, 2024, the $360 million should hit Bank of Ghana's account. But for those who have followed Ghana's program with the IMF, it is not just about the amount coming in. This could trigger other donors to release frozen funds to the country and the resumption of stalled project finance by these bilateral creditors in the country.
George Jaffe with that report. Now, economist Professor John Gachi says government's decision to establish a sinking fund will serve as a buffer for the economy, considering its debt restructuring pressures with both domestic and external bondholders. Speaking to Joy Business, he said this will help restore a good credit rating for the country.
I believe it's in the right direction. Sinking fund normally helps you to mobilize funds to pay normally your principal, so that when it falls due, it doesn't create a problem for the country. It doesn't put pressure on the country. But we do not need sinking fund for holding external debt. We also need sinking fund for domestic borrowing that are of long term in nature. So if we start practicing that will help the country. It will up our credit rating, it will reduce our risk, and then our commitment level will be known to creditors.
You had Professor John Gachi, who is an economist. Meantime, economist Dr. Duosu Sarkodie is expecting the city to respond positively to the debt restructuring deal with external creditors from next month. The local currency is yet to post some recovery days after government secured a deal with bilateral creditors and Eurobond holders. Speaking on PM Express Business Edition, Dr. Sarkodie said that development would take some time to reflect on the market.
The cedi might have depreciated, but it's relatively smaller than how it depreciated earlier. So yes, this is just the uncertainties around it. And then when the actual thing kicks in, I'm sure we'll have much better savings on our currency. Remember that we expect the IMF to release the third tranche. We also expect the World Bank to release some funds. As far as this IMF program and the debt relief program is concerned, I think, yes, we should expect some stability.
Economist Dr. Edu Susako is speaking on PM Express Business Edition, and there is a repeat of the program this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, GCB Bank PLC says it is working to return to payment of dividend to shareholders. The bank in 2023 recorded over 1 billion cedis in tax after profit after tax. Now, Managing Director John Kofi Adamako said the bank is putting strategic measures in place to maintain profitability going forward. He spoke to Joy Business at the 2024 annual general meeting.
Just working our way out of that, we encountered the challenges of the debt exchange program, which also dipped and consumed a significant chunk of our capital. Good news was that GCB was very strong on a capital base, and therefore we did not get into a situation where we could not continue our business. But our capital took a dip. As you are aware, I think CAR is about 13%. I think after the debt exchange program, we were somewhere around 6%. So clearly, we had to do what we needed to do to build up the balance sheet of the bank.
John Kofi Adamako is Managing Director of GCB Bank PLC. Now, the Minerals Income and Investment Fund, MIF, is assuring of maximum investments in human capital to ensure Ghanaians benefit more from the discovery of natural resources. Speaking to journalists after launching the MIF Women in Mining Scholarship Scheme, Chief Executive of the fund, Edward Nanaya Okrantin, said this is a sure way to achieve economic growth.
Investments should not just cover the investments in equities or value chain or value delivery, but investment must cover your human capital. In fact, the most important investment any corporate entity can make is in the human resource. And for us to be able to garner the value that we seek to, especially when it comes to mining, we can't say that it's too early. You know, it's almost like the free SHS. I know you have the arguments that we should wait 10, 20 years before we implement free SHS, but the negative social impact does not wait for you. As quickly as possible, you need to make sure that you have an even investment outlook where you look at what you have to do in terms of investments to be able to get your ROI, returns on investment, etc.
Now, turning to our business journal for this morning, some florists are lamenting low patronage of their items despite the good weather condition aiding their business. According to them, there has been a reduction in purchases of natural flowers. Today on the business journal, we assess the impact of the weather condition, particularly the rainy season, on the business.
These are the plants. This one is India tree. People call it weeping willow or polyartia. And I have the king palm, the green one. And I have the farm palm. That's the farm palm there.
So for the king palm, how much are you selling them?
Okay, we sell them by sizes. But for instance, this one is 60 CD for one. But we have smaller ones too. 2 CD, 5 CD, upwards. The more it grows, the more the price becomes higher.
So this is 60 CDs.
Yeah,
a few
60.
months ago, how much was it?
A year ago, it would be like 30 CD. Some of them, it doesn't take a year for you to get it as the size you want it. When it is in a small container, it doesn't grow very well. So more of them, we take them out of the container, then we put it in a bigger bag, or we bury it in the ground as that palm there. Then it grows very faster. So sometimes some of the palm, you might think, oh, it's 2 years, but it's 1 year. It depending where.
Who are your target market, homes or offices?
More of them, when they're doing new buildings, the estate developers, we sell more for them. For more of them, grasses and all those stuff.
How often do those people come and buy?
Normally, this is the season. When you get to the season, when rain, people like to plant because most of the people, they don't know when the plant need water. They just like the plant to be around them. And when they are going up, they don't know. So most of the people, more of the time, like we plant normally during rainy season, people buy it during rainy season. So every rainy season, people renovate, but they don't know how to take good care of it after the rain is over.
So in the rainy season, how much are you able to sell in a day?
In a day, it don't happen. Sometimes it don't happen in a day. If you can be here like a week or a month before, you can sell like 6 months pay. Like for instance, today I sold 700 cedi this morning.
So today's a good day then.
Yeah, it can be more better than it depends. You don't get it as.
Like I can see some black soil there. How do you apply that?
Yeah, I just buy it from the people yesterday, like those. Yeah. So like we have their contracts that when we need it, or we get contract outside, we call them, they bring it to us.
So right now, prices, how are prices? Are they stable?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, I called and they gave me 2,700, and at 3 days, I called, they say it's 3,000.
So the prices have been.
Yeah.
Does that affect the amount you charge when you're selling?
It affects it. It affects it because when you want to look at the price of the soil, and if you want to price, sometimes you don't get it like that.
So that was Shadrach, a gardener, sharing with us the cost one would have to part with to buy some plants. According to him, the rainy season is a good time to start some gardening. For Joy Business, just the air on my back.
All right, let's turn to the markets for you as we conclude this morning. On the commodity market, crude oil increased marginally to $86.90 a barrel. Gold is selling at $2,326 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $7,273 a ton after losing more than $500. On the currency market, the dollar going for 15 cedis 35 pesos a pound, 19 cedis 54 pesos, the euro going for 16 cedis 49 pesos. More news on our website myjoyonline.com/business. And that's it. The Super Morning Show continues with Winston and the team.
Thank you very much, Daryl. So you want to eat wache?
I mean, as you're bringing it back, there's more hope. I mean, you're listening to the young people.
The Gen Zs.
The Gen Zs, you know.
Gen Zs like us, you know.
Hold on. Sabute, how old are you?
You want to cause damage?
I am suggesting to you that you don't even meet the African Union's definition of youth.
Are you sure?
Seriously?
Some people who are about 40 still claim they are young people. So.
I've been 50 years doing youth employment.
No, that is you subscribing to illegality.
It is even fraudulent misrepresentation.
I have only indicated my willingness to provide you wache.
To only Gen Zs or to
Gen Zs.
And you say you are Gen Z, and I say you cannot be Gen Z.
You know you cannot be.
How? Why?
You know.
Speaking to the microphone.
Why? How?
You know.
How
okay.
and why?
You don't tell us your age. Tell us the year in which you are born.
Tell us the year. Hold on. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way.
Why do you want to put me on the spot like that?
Let's do it this way.
Yes.
Were you born in the 80s or the 90s?
Don't answer. Don't answer.
Oh, answer the question.
Don't answer.
No, answer the question.
I've answered it.
Were you born in the 80s or the 90s?
These are details he can't just give out.
These are confidential details.
Security reasons.
But I was born in the 80s.
Well,
that is you.
For him,
for me, no.
Mbura was born in the 90s.
Mbura.
Raymond was born in the 80s.
I thought he was born in the 70s. Because he acts like somebody.
Wow, is that what you are saying?
Anyway, let's go for our inspirational song for today. And our inspirational song for today is Local Praise by MOG Music. John.
Yeah.
Robbie. It's a very nice name. You understand? Anyway.
So were you named after the musician or musician was named after you?
The musician was named after me.
Then you are like 90 years.
Yeah, that's the factual representation you want to put out there.
Anyway, let's get into our Drive Safe campaign.
Now, and it's brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Today, you need to be aware of your environment. Being aware of your environment is quite simple. It has the ability to be done anytime, including while driving. All the information required to drive safely will be in your head. However, there are a ton of other things you can do in your car to keep safe while driving. Observe your surroundings carefully so people don't sneak up on you. It's essential to stay informed of everything going on if you want to drive safely. You know this thing they say that in this life people can switch lanes on you. It's real on the road. So you need to be careful and you have to plan for it. You might have traffic in front of you, on each side of you, or to your right. Prior to entering them, you must understand what they are. See if there is anything that you need to be aware of, or there is anything at all that's stopping you from making the movement. And leaving a healthy distance between you and the next car mostly helps with avoiding trouble when they stop abruptly, when there's something wrong with the car, or when others force. There was some time ago, was it? I think it's been almost 7 years on the N1, right? I think a single car had an accident, and like 7 cars. I think it ended up with 15 cars. They were all ramming to each other, and it became a big issue. So they blocked the road, trying to sort out the matter, and everybody was in trouble along the line. Yes, so you should be attentive and be aware of your environment.
In fact, changing lanes in this country is quite alien to a lot of drivers, and indicating that you are changing lanes.
No. They'll move quickly before. Sometimes they even move before
they of course. Let's learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
So I got this look from Raymond, and I was asking myself what could be going on in his mind. But I want us to do a very simple thing today. You know, many of you, when you go to the restaurants or the eatery joints and you want to buy food, you say, give me goat meat. Okay, today I want us to do something very simple. Now, the flesh of goat that is used as food is known as chevon. Chevon. C-H-E-V-O-N.
Not chevon.
No. Chevon. So instead of worrying yourself saying goat meat and all of that, chevon is fine.
But you say flesh.
Yes, of goat used as food.
Yes, but how about the intestine?
Offal.
That's okay. Yeah, so because you said the flesh, you wanted to distinguish that.
Yes. So, I mean, that's how you say it, okay? Make it very simple. Very, very simple. Chevon. It's just like, so it is chevon. Instead of so 7, chevon. It's very simple. So honestly, you don't say goat meat.
Goat meat.
Chevon. That's chevon. It's pronounced chevon.
Okay.
Yes. That's how you say it.
The entire meat.
Any part of the goat.
Okay.
The flesh of the goat used as food.
Including the stomach.
Offal.
Okay. Casey Amon called it stomach of animal. So.
Yes.
That's how you say it, right? And talking about Katie Hammond, the latest Alhaji in town, right? Okay. All this why he was not an Alhaji.
No.
Okay. Anyway, let's get into the newspaper review brought to us by Syntex. Tanker, you're stronger, you're tough. And Access Bank more than banking. One day I'd like to go to Mecca, to actually have a feel of what happens there. And not because I want to be a Muslim, but I just want to have a feel of what happens there. I mean, one of my friends went there. He was given permission by the King of Saudi Arabia as a Christian to actually go through the process.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe I should try it one of these days.
Yes. Send notice to the church ahead of time.
To the Methodist Church?
Yes.
Oh, no. They know that my membership is still intact.
Yeah, unlike your good friend.
No.
Yes.
Mine is simple. On the 25th of December 1998. 25th December 1998. Yes.
But have you been renewing it?
No, after confirmation, that's it. You renew your membership by paying tithes.
Yes, which you have been regularly paying.
My mother pays on my behalf.
Your mother pays the tithe on your behalf.
So that's not your money?
Can you believe that? This one's not due, so yeah, very tight.
You know my position on tithing. It still hasn't changed.
Yeah, that's why the church will have to update your records.
Oh no, they understand. They will engage me further.
Okay.
Let me check. But I'm sure by now one of my pastors would have sent a message.
we have taken judicial notice of your recent comments.
Anyway, let's get into the papers.
Yes, and let me start with the Daily Graphic. It's reporting this morning, National Airline Plan hits snag. Ghana's efforts to establish a national airline has hit a snag as officials struggle to complete the necessary processes to start operations before the close of the year. Efforts to have the national carrier in the skies since 2017 have been fruitless, although officials have already registered a joint venture. Ghana Airlines acquired an office block, set up a board of directors for the airline, and appointed an accountable manager. Hopefully, they are not taking any money anyway. But that is really a lot. Our biggest plan since 2017 to have a dedicated airline, bring back the black star in the sky, has not been successful. Yeah, I mean, see, I think if it's going to take 50 years for us to get it right, we can take 50 years. There's no agency in setting up and later on turning into a choba. You get my point. There's no agency in setting up and later on turning into a choba. I mean, others are doing successfully. We may not necessarily need to. I think it is the pride that we associate with having our national airline in the sky. I'm not so sure that having Ghana's own dedicated one, sometimes we choose routes, which is important because some of the people, some of the way they treat us, especially at 1B1, there was one in this republic. Every day they are changing where to drop Ghanaians. That kind of attitude is what will make you require your own. I hope you get a point.
I get it.
Yes. So, in effect, it may help along the line, but we should not be in a hurry to start anything that is fleeting and will be a choba in the nearest future.
Yeah, I mean, we have to tread cautiously.
The choba has actually collapsed.
The choba,
the choba has collapsed.
The choba out of the airline has collapsed.
It has collapsed. Our problem most of the time is that, like you say, we have to do this.
Yeah.
Certain things can't happen overnight. You have to plan. Yes, we made a mistake with Ghana Airways, even when we decided to sell, because we had, big airlines coming in here wanting to buy Ghana Airways. We didn't sell to them. We went for Ghana International Airline, which became a disgrace of an airline. But now, take your time and plan. Take your time and plan. It's as simple as that.
Yes, the other stories on the front page quickly. Development is impossible without moral values, and some people sometimes misconstrue moral values to be, and it's sometimes the same thing though. To be being a member of a religious group, that's not the same thing. It's knowing what's right and what's wrong. There are countries where the religious people are in the minority, and yet in those countries, the things that we do, stealing, plundering, all the evil that we do, they don't do the same thing. When you go and say that, they'll say, no, don't worry. The church is supposed to be a clinic of people who are sick. It appears our people will never recover. We are in perpetual sickness. And plundering the state at the end, we choose of all the sicknesses in the world, stealing from the state appears to be our biggest sickness. That's the one we are never in a hurry to get rid of.
No.
So the Apostle Nyameche, who leads the Pentecost Church, he's the one giving the advice that please, we should develop, but it should be with morals or else it won't be possible. Operationalize Ashanti Regional Hospital, and this is Otunfo that is speaking. So the Ashanti is asking government to operationalize the Ashanti Regional Hospital. You know what that will do? It will take some pressure, like the way Greater Accra Regional Hospital, which is rich, is taking some pressure off Kolebu.
Yeah. And
some other things can be dealt with in between the two. Yes, the very last one, GCB posts impressive financial results, puts recapitalization plans on hold. It sounds confusing, right?
Well, I mean, you're recapitalizing when you are not in a sound position. But if you're posting good financials, it means you can put it on hold.
Yes. So now they are making great things happen.
Yeah.
Great news from Nana Akome's STC. That's the back page of the Nana Akome. Is he still?
He's still
there.
So how is he managing those two positions?
The two are,
first and foremost, he's STC boss, main job, day job, evening job, campaign deputy chairman or something like that.
Well, he's not the only one who
he's listening. I'm sure he will send a message right now.
He will send a message. No, I'm saying maybe day job, like maybe the campaign deputy chairman is the guy I'm saying.
Well, they have two deputies, and they were even attempting to bring a third deputy. So
to the same STC.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that they should be able to handle the job in the absence of Napo.
But has he been paid to do that? Because it can't be paid to be absent.
Yeah. That's a big question. And he's not the only one who
the campaign job is actually the part-time job.
That's what
the full-time job is STC.
I get you. That's what I'm saying. Is it
a
nice job
that takes him out of the office?
Yes.
Sometimes he's out of the office for weeks.
Is it
a part-time job?
Is it a night job or the guy I'm saying?
His full-time job is STC MD.
I see. Interesting. Yeah. Now, STC signs MOU with MUUS moves to operate 100 buses. And just quickly on that, Intercity STC Coaches has signed a memorandum of understanding with the company Mumuni Seidu International and its Chinese partner Kinlong Automotive for the operation of 100 buses in the country. The MOU between the two entities will see Kinlong Automotive deliver the buses to STC for operation beginning August this year. A brief ceremony was held at the premise of STC yesterday, at which the managing director of STC, Nana Komia, and the chief executive officer of MUSS, Dr. Seidu Mumuni, initials for the respective companies. Well, so STC is getting buses, which should be good news, right? Yeah. It is a reliable one. We trust it. But sometimes you go bus in Europe. Or it takes some longer time for that to happen. Are those the ones say STC is moving at 6:30?
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Right. So the Daily Guide front page, Japa admits receiving 700,000 euros in the 2.3 million euro ambulance case. There's also government doubles leap cash based on what happened in court yesterday. Richard Japa, the businessman involved in the 2.3 million euro defective ambulance trial, yesterday admitted his company was paid about 700,000 euros out of the amount paid by the government to Big C under the ambulance contract. The accused was under cross-examination, this time by the Attorney General himself, admitted receiving 28.7%, although he said he was not sure of the nominal figures commissioned as a result of his agency agreement with Big C, the supplier of the ambulance. And yesterday, I mean, he was all out speaking to the media about what transpired in the courtroom.
And a very lengthy conversation.
Absolutely, yeah. And then, taking the Attorney General to the cleaners, describing him in all manner of, words. Well, we'll see how that goes. Other stories in the Daily Guide. If you go to page, there's this story, Lewin, he has a case in court. And then, he was involved in an accident. Somebody died in the process. In the night, he was able to go to the premiere of his movie. And then 10 days later, when the police decided to, investigate and arrest him, he became very sick. He couldn't even walk.
Yes.
So
the symptoms showed up later on.
After 10 days.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So the docket of the case of the actor, Kwajo Nkansa, also known as Lewen, has been forwarded to the Office of the Attorney General for advice. This came to light when the actor appeared before the Asogore Mampom District Court near Kumasi on Thursday. Lewen has been charged for dangerous driving and negligently causing harm after his car crashed with another car in Kumasi. The actor sustained leg injuries, and a 3-year-old boy who was in another vehicle with his father sadly lost his life. And group support, science and mass education, middle page, ministry laws, private sector for advancing financial inclusion. If you go on and on, Gideon Waku gains grounds in Tanonoff, and then so many other stories. If you get a paper, the government says that Greater Accra will decide election 2024. I don't know what you make of this, Raymond.
Swing regions mostly decide elections. Greater Accra has the tendency to be a swing region going into the next election. So perhaps that's the basis for his comment.
And then other stories on the paper is the KT Hammond. KT Hammond explaining why he had to develop an airline or formulate an airline because the people were teasing him. Yes, it was one of the reasons. And then, they were teasing him, saying all manner of things. and decided that as a minister, you have to do something.
No, but who is not the reason you do something?
I suspect there are other reasons.
Yes.
I want to believe
Yes.
that there are, because policy, legislation cannot be premised on
Untiminyehu. Look, we definitely need to regulate pricing in this country. As to how we go about it is open for discussion.
Or check profiteering.
Yes, we have to check profiteering. So it will be important, for instance, to know what goes into the cost of production of these, of the cement, so all the parts that go into the production of the clinker, the lime, the gypsum, and other things.
And those allowable margins that will make the industry survive, yes.
Yeah. So you have to look at that. But to say that I was being teased, who's like, come on. But let's get into the online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, Goil Good Energy, Goil, Yanaya, and G&J Technical Services, celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana.
Now, this summer, experience the perfect holiday getaway, courtesy of your Zenith Visa card. Spend a minimum of 3,000 Ghana cedi in at least 5 transactions with your Zenith Visa card and win an all expense paid to the Olympic Games in Paris. Yeah, you understand? Yeah,
I understand. I get you.
Yes. Also up for grabs are other consolation prizes. Don't be left out, my dear friends. Make it a memorable summer with your Zenith Visa card. For more information, contact zenithbank.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
And Good Energies hits the road with exciting choices to energize your vehicle. It's giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice. Goal, Yanaya. On myjoyonline.com this morning, Majority Leader warns NPP MPs to stop bad-mouthing each other after Bawumia picks Opoku Prempeh.
What is bad-mouth?
And this one says, Opoku Prempeh not right choice to partner with Bawumia. Andy Apiakubi.
That's Raymond's friend.
Let's get to CNN and find out what's happening there. Says so. The breaking news: one killed, several are injured after part of Delhi airport roof collapses. But of course, you can check Trump and Biden's debate. But
very poor debate.
Yes, not time for the BBC News brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, an Old Mutual 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
What is football? I elevated Inter to the pinnacle of European football by winning the treble. I beat the unbeatable Barcelona with Real Madrid, breaking all records on the way. I filled the hearts of the Romans with joy after winning their first European title. I am relentless, I am ambition, I am a winner. I am José Mourinho. I am football.com.
Place your bets now.
Accra and many parts of Ghana face many challenges each year, including inadequate housing and flooding. Many lack access to affordable, safe, and sustainable housing. Meanwhile, yearly flooding disrupts lives, destroys property, and takes a toll on the economy. This is why the Bench 2024 seeks to bring together key stakeholders to tackle Ghana's housing and hydrology challenges through collaboration. Under the theme, Enhancing Collaboration to Tackle Ghana's Housing and Hydrology Challenges, we will work together to create lasting change. Join us at the Labadi Beach Hotel, Accra from July 2nd to 4th, 2024 to be part of the change. For more details and to secure your spot, visit www.benchh.mwh.gov.gh or call 0249 532 984 today. See you at the Bench 2024.
Join us this summer for the prestigious International Conference on Property Investment and Profit Making, the ultimate guide to financial freedom. Delve into the theme, how to earn and maximize passive income through commercial property investment in the United States. Mark your calendar for 29th and 30th October 2024 at Trump Towers International Hotels, Chicago, USA. Register now to secure your spot. Early bird registration ends 15 July and standard registration closes on July 30th, 2024. Registration starts from $500 to $1,550, which allows you 2 nights stay at Trump Towers Hotel, Chicago. Lunch buffet, welcome cocktail, conference ticket, and many more. For those in need of visa support to attend, visit our conference website on conference.chicagowestluxuryhomes.com and register to get an invitation, or call us on 0536 502295 for further information.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. I'm on the road in Guyana, South America, home to globally significant ecosystems and now to one of the world's biggest offshore oil and gas reserves. As Guyana fast becomes a Premier League petro-state, will its people feel the benefit?
You have people in Guyana who are vociferously saying, renegotiate the contract, put in place the ring fencing, let us get the best deal we can get out of these resources instead of the worst deal. And let the people of Guyana and civil society have a real stake and a say in how this is to be done. Otherwise, I believe it's doomsday.
That's Hard Talk on the road after the news.
Hello, I'm Govinda Gill with the BBC News. Joe Biden has delivered a faltering performance in the first televised debate with Donald Trump of the US presidential election campaign. At times, Mr. Biden struggled with his words in a debate marked by bitter and personal attacks. For his part, Mr. Trump refused to say unequivocally that he would accept the result of the vote if he lost. Some Democrats have raised questions whether there should be a last-ditch attempt to replace Mr. Biden as the party's candidate. Gary O'Donoghue in Atlanta watched the debate hosted by CNN.
It was pretty low energy, and certainly there was a moment in there where he really appeared to lose it. I mean, really lost his train of thought, sort of trailed off, didn't really make much sense. And even for the rest of the evening, he sounded pretty low energy, pretty hoarse. His aide said he had a cold, but he sounded pretty rambly at times. So a lot of glum Democrats, I think, after tonight, you'll see in the coming days, they'll be looking anxiously at how the polls reflect this. And this is the kind of moment, these kind of moments where voters really start to take notice of an election campaign that can drag on for 18 months. And they won't be happy, I think, the Democrats, for the way Joe Biden presented himself tonight. He didn't look like a man who was across every brief, and he didn't look like a man who had a sort of firm grasp on where he was going next.
Iran is going to the polls to elect a new president following the death of Ibrahim Raisi in a helicopter crash last month. There are 4 candidates, including one considered a moderate, the reformist Masoud Pezeshkian. Caroline Hawley has the details.
All candidates in Iranian elections have to be approved by the clerical establishment, and many people were surprised that Masoud Pezeshkian was allowed to stand. He's a former heart surgeon and has described the actions of Iran's morality police, who enforce the hijab, as immoral. His inclusion could help boost turnout, which is seen as a key test of the legitimacy of the Islamic Republic. Many young Iranians are now so angry with the regime they're boycotting the poll. But its core supporters are certain to vote. The supreme leader, who's called for maximum turnout, has the ultimate word in Iran. But the president is still an important figure in a country whose policies matter to the world.
The Japanese embassy in Beijing has flown its flag at half-mast in honour of a Chinese woman who was stabbed to death while defending a Japanese woman and her child. Hu Yaoping, a school bus attendant, stepped in when a man attacked them at a bus stop in the Chinese city of Suzhou. The city's public security bureau said she had fearlessly stood up and confronted the attacker to prevent more people from being harmed. The Japanese woman and her child weren't seriously injured. You're listening to World News from the BBC. The Argentine Parliament has approved President Javier Milei's austerity package, which has in recent weeks been the focus of mass street protests. The head of the governing bloc in Parliament, Gabriel Bonarone, said it would give President Milei's government the tools to reform the state once and for all. The reform package is part of the right-wing economist's plan to drastically cut public spending and subsidies. Polls have opened in the Mongolian parliamentary election. It is the first vote since this year's constitutional changes, which included a requirement for 30% of candidates from each party to be female, as well as increasing the number of seats in parliament. Alcohol has also been banned from the capital Ulaanbaatar until Saturday. The roof of a newly refurbished terminal building at the main domestic airport in the Indian capital Delhi has partially collapsed in heavy rains, killing one person and leading to some flights being cancelled. At least 8 people were injured. Ambarasan Ethirajan reports from Delhi.
A statement from the authorities for Delhi Airport said a portion of the canopy at the departures area of Terminal 1 went down. Pictures on social media showed vehicles crushed under concrete girders at the departure forecourt. The terminal building was one of several projects inaugurated by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi ahead of the recently concluded general election. The terminal is used for domestic flights only, and airport officials said all flights departing from it had been suspended until early afternoon.
The fossilised remains of 3 types of extinct walnut have been discovered frozen in the Arctic Circle. The 45-million-year-old walnuts were found on a Canadian island, preserved in frozen sediment. Scientists say these are some of the oldest walnut samples on record. That was the latest World News from the BBC.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out in your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's out in your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I did for you. Many want. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
I am Ohinere Gifty-Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. So invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and enjoy guaranteed monthly income for life. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-46 3433 or visit oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120-gram pack?
There's a 120-gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120-gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
Anymore, pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent, omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi, you mean omnibisic. OMNIBSIC. Omnibisic. Let me hear you say it.
Omnibisic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omnibisic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omnibisic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omnibisic.
At your service.
It's
Morning show. It's a Friday edition. And I'm sure you're loving every bit of it. Let's get interactive this morning. Join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS. But of course, you can also join us on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. Raymond, the question really is whether we're taking young ones for granted. I mean, do they have a say in the affairs of the state?
How do they get a say?
Are they empowered and have they shown promise?
First and foremost, it is inclusive and participatory democracy that we all yearn for. Right.
Sure.
We have made it possible for every Ghanaian to, and especially when it's their future. Sometimes you get the impression from the likes of Katie Amon and Co. that there is a certain old people's masterpiece that the young people are likely to destroy or water down or reduce its efficacy if they are allowed to toil with it.
Yeah.
But if you really want a society that's inclusive, if you really want a society that has every other element on board, utilizing the energies and the competences of every age group, then you need to make sure that young people are part and parcel of your decision making. After all, at the core, you say all policies of state respect and protect children. The people then transition to become young adults. But it appears that when they cross the 15, we feel they are incompetent and incapacitated until maybe they are at the age that we think they are graying. Why is this so? We have structural defects in our society that makes the elder always right. But I have said to people before, and I'm repeating it with hesitation, the same way they are not so smart young people, these same young people can grow into becoming not so smart adults. That one, we cannot dispute that, right?
Yeah.
One's foolishness does not get washed away merely by living for a longer time. So we should be in the position to involve every segment of our society, be it women, children, and young people more importantly. There's this inherent thinking among our people, oh, they are not smart enough. Sometimes it's coming from people who cannot even pass chemistry. Some of these people actually come and see the brilliance they are doing at the science and maths quiz. What makes you think you are more intelligent than them? What makes you think that you are a higher contributor? Now they spend their own money too. They buy gadgets, they are on top of issues, they are actually participating in the system. And whether we feel it or not, they find space for themselves. That is why if we don't give them proper jobs, they find their own jobs. Betting et al. Are the options that are available to them. If we don't give them proper vision, they find their own vision. They will later come and accuse them of not buying into a certain state that we want. Sometimes we even accuse them of not being hardworking. But the hardworking, where did they take you?
Well, that's the most important question. And this morning, so we're inviting comments from all the young ones and all the old ones too. All of us would have to sit at the table and have this all important conversation.
We want Gen Z involved.
Yes.
We are sorry for making you feel that the state is not your state too. We are sorry for making you feel that it's only social media you can do activism. We believe that you are a critical part of the state and ought to be heavily involved. This is our country. There is it's not a youth anthem. There's an anthem like that. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Yes, this is our country. It is in your interest. If they mess it up, and I was talking about debt, if you don't take care, the debt that we are talking about, we pala Akufo-Addo and co. Hook or coup, 50 years. You're not talking about Akufo-Addo.
No.
Yes, there's you will be there, Akufo-Addo. You struggle to pay the debt.
I actually doubt if I'd be alive in 50 years from now.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Gen Z now.
Okay.
Oh, my brother. Yeah, put yourself in
No, I say I
the
doubt.
other problem is those people are also not Gen Zs and they are purporting to be Gen Z. That have cause to complain. Now, Nanabi is no longer a youth organizer.
Yes, national.
He used to be at 40 youth organizer. Why are you youth organizer at 40?
Hold on a second.
And it was not only MPPO, NDC youth organizer too. The man too was almost 40 or something.
He's past 40.
Yeah, but why? AU says 15 to 35.
Yes.
UN says 15 to 24.
Yes.
And yet people have hijacked the place.
Yes. And NDC youth, there's no limit to be age. There's no age limit to in becoming youth organizer.
There was some time ago a CPP.
MPP is 40.
A CPP. Not to be in tandem with our national policy.
Yes.
Why?
On that note, let me do the UPSA law school point of
we'll
law.
We'll come to young people matters later.
Yes. It says a warrant of arrest may be issued and effected on any day of the week including Sundays. That's Section 82 of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act, 1960 Act 30. So a warrant of arrest may be issued and effected on any day of the week, including Sundays. When you're arrested on Sunday, you know what that means.
It is the Friday evening that's painful.
Yeah, Friday evening means that.
Which should not be the case, because, I mean, there are rulings that suggest that it should be taken to court.
Yeah, but
that the CJC set aside weekend courts.
One of my friends.
But people will do shenanigans.
One of my friends says that, his cousin was actually arrested on a Friday. And then he went there to go and, bail him. So, lawyer, he's there with his colleague lawyer. And the guy is happy. Then the investigator just passed the back and left.
He was close.
They were looking for the investigator.
There's no that night duty investigator.
The new one who came and said, unless the guy who
I don't have the details. Imagine that this thing is supposed to log.
Even the distance. I don't have the details. So. Then the guy started crying because he started shedding tears. Because at that point, you're going inside till Monday.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll have that conversation. But also coming up this morning, we'll be talking about the man Andy Appiah Kubi. I'm sure you know him, Member of Parliament for Asante Achim North.
Well, I wouldn't speak for a majority because, as I told you, we have not been consulted as a caucus for us to state our position. But me, Appiah Kubi, you can solicit my view on that. If it was for me to choose, I would choose him. Why? He's not my preference. Appiah Kubi is saying that he is not my preference.
Well, that's Appiah Kubi saying Napo.
So why was he hitting the table?
It's not his preference. Anyway, Toyota Ghana Company Limited Legon branch is hosting an exclusive service clinic tomorrow. Drive down to Toyota Ghana Legon branch and treat your car to a day of pampering with professional care. We're offering an array of complimentary services, which will include free diagnosis, get a thorough checkup from our expert technicians and engineers to ensure your vehicle's efficiency, headlamp cleaning, enhance your nighttime visibility, and give your headlights a sparkling new look, and body waxing. That's for your vehicle, Protect your car's paint and give it an irresistible showroom shine. And that's not all. There'll be an exciting interaction with our insurance partners and a chance to learn some handy maintenance tips from our professionals. So whether you're a car enthusiast or just want to make sure your vehicle is in top shape, join us at Toyota Ghana Legon branch tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a day dedicated to you and your vehicle with absolutely free vehicle diagnosis, affordable oil change, spare part sales, and automotive paint refinishes. For more details, visit our website, toyotaghana.com, or call or WhatsApp us on 0257 955 447.
Now, the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, PAPS, is now live at Fidelity Bank. Imagine sending money to your loved ones or business partners across Africa instantly. And this is in Ghana cedis. Don't wait for days for transactions to clear. No more expensive fees. Just fast, secure, and affordable payment. PAPS is here, and Fidelity Bank makes sending money through PAPS very, very easy. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch and start sending money across Africa instantly, securely, and affordably. This is to Nigeria, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, Sierra Leone. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
And every time we eat food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases foul breath. Brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro-fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. And this prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent, 25 years of educating us to brush day and night. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association, and you can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call our customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
Now, as a business, you're always exploring innovative ways to maximize your preparations and foster growth in today's dynamic environment. We know that no great story was ever written alone. With a little help from the APSA Supplier Finance Program, you can pay your suppliers early so that you pay later, and you can extend your payment terms without compromising your supplier relationships. So by optimizing your working capital, your suppliers will also benefit from early access to funds, enhancing their financial stability and cash flow, so that the next chapter of your business is one of growth and achievement. Visit apsa.com.gh or speak with your relationship manager today for more details on the APSA Supplier Finance Program. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matter. APSA.
So join Chicago West Luxury Homes this summer for the prestigious International Conference on Property Investment and Profit Making, the ultimate guide to financial freedom. Delve into the theme, how to earn and maximize passive income through commercial property investment in the United States. It's on the 29th and 30th of October 2024 at Trump Towers International Hotels, Chicago, USA. Now register now to secure your spot. Early bird registration ends July 15th and standard registration closes on July 30th. Registration starts from $155 to $1,550, which allows you 2-night stay at Trump Towers Hotel, Chicago, lunch buffet, welcome cocktail, conference ticket, and many more. Speakers Roman Bassi, Bob Marsh, and Jared James, and many more. For visa support and further information, please visit our conference website on conference.chicagowestluxuryhomes.com and register to get the invitation, or call us on 0536 502 295 for further information.
Access Bank has brought banking closer to you with our agency banking service called Access Closer. Yes, we have brought banking right to your neighborhood. Look out for an Access Closer agent in that neighborhood store, mobile money outlet, supermarket, barbering shop, or pharmacy near you. So go on and deposit or withdraw cash, pay bills, buy insurance, transfer cash to other banks, link accounts to mobile money wallets, and much more with Access Closer right in your neighborhood. That's not all. You can also be the bank in your neighborhood. Become an Access Closer agent and earn over 10,000 Ghana Cedi monthly. What are you waiting for? Call 0302 742 696 to register as an agent today. You can also visit our website, ghana.accessbankplc.com, or social media for more details. We are closer than you think. Access Bank, more than banking.
And you have a game-changing, innovative business idea or project that can impact society? Then this is your moment. Total Energies presents the 4th edition of the Startup of the Year Challenge this year. We're looking for 3 winners: the best entrepreneur, known as the InnovUp winner, the best project or innovative business idea exemplifying recycling and minimizing waste, the Cycle Up winner, and the best project promoting or relating to sustainable and affordable energies, the Power Up winner. And that's not all. For additional projects in the Power Up category will be selected by an international jury. Don't wait any longer. Apply now at startupper.totalenergies.com for your chance to win financial support, professional mentorship, and a spotlight for your project. Terms and conditions apply.
So let me bring you the good news from Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited. They are #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. They have an online store now. You just go straight to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any of their branches. This is hassle-free. They will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. They also offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
But of course, tomorrow also, Raymond, impact makers in Ghana will be awarded.
The true impact makers in the Republic of Ghana. People doing realistic things that you told us that we should recognize. People who are saving lives. People who are actually providing solutions in ways that everybody in this republic would appreciate. Not people who are, doing it for their fun or for social media influence. These are people who are influencing real lives, and we need to recognize them, give them the right support so that others will learn from them, so that the Gen Z will learn from the right people in the Republic of Ghana, so that we will know that they are also heroes. Those who are impact making in different forms, not those who are,
We'll talk about all of that here on the Super Morning Show. We'll tell you where it's happening, the time, right here on the Super Morning Show, as well as those who will be awarded.
Yes, and their impactful stories.
Exactly. Stay with us. Your birthday messages and sports after these.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discuss, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfert, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved. Life in Denmark can be quite different for an African legend like Michael Essien. The weather, the food, the silence. But there is always a place he can call home.
Home is where your heart is.
Sportybet. Play with champions.
Alright, so welcome back, and time now for your birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And so whose birthday? I've got a few. Let's see. Okay, let's get it started. I see Samuel Dami has been sending some birthdays. But this one says...
Today is Yao Sechafari's birthday.
Okay.
Yes.
Today is the birthday of Dr. Jeff Kwame Bassi.
Okay.
Who is the Executive Director of Institute of Leadership and Strategy.
When I heard Bassi, I thought it was Nathaniel Bassi.
No. Formerly with the HR Certification Center. So happy birthday to you from all of us from the Riverfront Squad. You know it. But this one says, happy birthday to an awesome, pretty, the most amazing and sweetest lady I've ever met, Elizabeth Sena Yawa Lecha Esquire. Lawyer Funny Esquire. You deserve all the happiness life has to offer.
Esquire means gentleman.
You see you. And prosperity. May all your heart desires, aspirations, and dreams be realized. And may God's favor be upon you today, tomorrow, and in the years to come. Your special day is a reminder of how much I appreciate you, cherish, and love you. Cheers to a blissful +1. And it's coming from Dansla to you, Sena Lecha. This one says, happy birthday. Blessed 60th birthday to Osofo Mami, Mrs. Comfort N.A.M. Afum of Grace Methodist Church, Latavia Koshi. So it's in advance, actually, because June 29th is your day. And we begin today with a shout of praise to God for His grace and mercies. Remain blessed and strong for many years ahead of you. From the entire membership of the Methodist Church, your husband, Very Reverend George Afum, and the children. Yes.
Yes, Fentu has some. I've allowed him to do one.
A blessed 60th birthday
to Asafo Mame.
It's done.
You've done that one?
I've done that thing.
We have moved on. Say,
okay.
Sorry. Pascal.
Okay.
No. We don't have time.
Let's get to the sports center.
Yes, it's brought to you by TN.
It is my time. I'm using it to do
when we start sports
center. Okay, use your time.
Because this is from a sports person.
Okay, use your time. Go ahead.
Happy 20th birthday to Nicole Tracy Na Kotele Clotti. We can't believe how quickly time has flown by. It feels like just yesterday you were a little girl full of dreams and curiosity. Now here you are, a strong and determined young lady studying at Ashesi University, making us all incredibly proud. Happy birthday to a wonderful daughter. Here's to many more years of success and joy. With all our love, Mama and Daddy. And this is from Opare Ado, House of Folk.
Well, let's get into the Sports Center, proudly brought to us by MTN.
Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
DSTV, it's your moment. And Twisco Food Drink, Twisco, power your dream.
Now say goodbye to memorizing 1,001 short codes. Experience a complete one-click access to all MTN services with My MTN app. You can now check your airtime, data, and Momo balance, buy bundles with airtime, or from your Momo wallet, monitor your data usage and calls made. You can also access your MTN Momo accounts and so much more with the My MTN app. Download My MTN now from the App Store or Google Play Store today and experience a super convenient way to do the things you love to do on your favorite network, MTN. So what are we doing today?
Well, folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energies. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. Because with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can now turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable loans come at very low rates. And so we're not just offering loans, we're offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. Call us now on 0501535789 or 0501535790 and then 0244674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered,
here for good. Hello, Ghana. There's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market. This is from the producers of Carbell. Permit me to introduce to you, Fentio, Twisco, a chocolate food grade with a blend of premium cocoa powder and enriched with Enafort. You know what Enafort is? It's a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, C, and also D. There's also iron and many more. Twisco is available in 20 gram and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 cedi 80 pesos to enjoy all the goodness.
180 pe.
Yes, 180. Yes, to enjoy all the goodness packed in a sachet, empty contents to a mug mixed with 180 milliliters of previously boiled water, milk, and stir. Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco and power your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
It is. And good morning to you, Raymond. Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center. With me, Fentio, Tahiru Fentio. It's a lovely Friday, which means lots of football and sports to look forward to this weekend. But we are going to begin with this. Now, the sports minister, Mustafa Yusuf, has revealed that a private company has put in proposal to manage the Boteman Sports Complex. The government invested $145 million into constructing the facility to host the African Games back in March. There have been concerns about how the facilities will be maintained, especially after videos emerged last week of the Boteman Sports Complex supposedly being used for a church service. Now, presenting the African Games report to Parliament earlier this week, Mustafa Yusuf has revealed that he's received a proposal from a private company who offered to manage the facilities at Boteman.
Mr. Speaker, the facility of the University of Ghana Sports Stadium and other auxiliary facilities at Lagos will be transferred to the management of the university. But the Portima Sports Complex is currently being managed by the National Sports Authority under the Ministry of Youth and Sports in the interim. However, the ministry has received a proposal from the private sector partnership to manage the facility. A local technical team has been trained on the operationalization of the equipment installed at the various facilities, and the equipment manual has been transferred to the local technical team to guide them on the operations and maintenance of the facilities.
That's where the Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf there. Meanwhile, the Member of Parliament for Dome Kwabenya, Sarah Adjosafo, wants the government to spread the facilities to her constituency.
Infrastructure is very important when it comes to sporting activities. And I must say that as a country, we've been able to develop a lot of our sporting centers and sporting activities. But there's still more room for improvement. I think it is centered in the big cities, and we should localize our sporting infrastructural development.
That's Sarah Joseph there. Now, there were still questions about the outstanding issue of payment of bonuses to athletes who won medals for Team Ghana at the African Games. 3 months after the Games, not all of the athletes who won medals have received their bonuses. The male and female teams, including some arm wrestlers, have received their bonuses, but many of them are still yet to be paid. MP for North Tong constituency, Samuel Akujeta is called on the Sports Minister, Mustafa Yusuf, to ensure that these bonuses are settled.
Honorable Minister does not tell us what Ghana is doing for our athletes who won medals. We need to know. Is it just a handshake? Are we only going to celebrate them in this house? What is the government of Ghana doing for them to show appreciation so that it will encourage many more young athletes to emulate, so that next time we will do far better than the 69 medals that we won? So, Mr. Speaker, that is an area the Honorable Sports Minister will have to address.
That's the Honourable Member of Parliament for North Tong constituency, Samuel Okujita Blakwa. Now, Right to Dream, they've produced many great talents over the years who have become world beaters. Mohamed Kudus, Enes Niyama, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Ibrahim Osman are the names that easily come to mind. But the founder of the Old Accra-based Academy, Tom Vernon, has named 22-year-old Kelvin Ofori as the biggest talent to ever come out of the academy.
The best player I ever saw here was Kelvin Ofori. He signed in Germany. Now he's playing in Slovakia. He was
skillful.
Yeah. He was. You know, I don't like it when people call me telling me that they have a Messi type player, because he was a left-footed in that style. But it changes. You know, different stages, different players develop, and then what matters is when you're fully grown, like how it is. But if you talk about academy football, that's the best player. Even at Man U, I never saw a player as good as Kelvin Ofori.
Interesting. Kelvin Ofori now plays his club football for Spartak Trnava in Slovakia. The versatile attacking midfielder scored 10 goals and provided 4 assists in 52 games last season across all competitions. And he's only 22 years of age, so there's still time for him to come good on his talent. Still on Right to Dream graduates, Ghana legend Reverend Osei Kofi is calling on the technical team of the Black Stars to build a team around Mohamed Kudus.
Some of us who are being talented, like Messi. When Messi is in the team, when the team flops, then he takes over. And I was given that order by CK. When the team flops, then I have to carry the team. And we are about 3 in Ghana who does this. Myself and Polo. Polo had a fearsome 5. It was because of Polo. When he had 4 strikers in one match. Peter Lamte, Mama, Kwana Stadium, and Robert Hammond. When Polo gets the ball, the 4 will move, and Polo will decide which one to give to, whom he knows he can score. It's hardly to have such players. After me, it was Polo who came. And since then, like how Kudus is coming up, if the technical team were good enough, we always build a team around some individuals.
Reverend Osei Kofi with some very high words of praise for Mohamed Kudus. Osei Kofi was speaking to Muftar Nabila Abdullahi on Prime Take. That interview will air tomorrow on the Joy News channel at 7:30 p.m. Let's go to Europe. Defender Mark Gehi says manager Gary Southgate has the full support of players despite the criticism for the team's poor performances in the Euro 2024 group stage. The England team were booed off following the 0-0 draw in their final group game against Slovenia.
He's been fantastic. I think if you look at his record, speaks for itself. Everyone's behind the manager, that's for sure. Got a really close, tight-knit group, just focused on the next game, and I think everyone's just really appreciative of the manager, especially me. Him giving me my debut for England, him showing so much confidence in me. I'm really grateful, and I'm sure the rest of the team is as well.
That's Southgate getting some praise from Mike Gahey. Now, Georgia, they made history by beating Portugal to book their place in the round of 16 and will face Spain on Sunday night. Let's hear from their starman Kevicha Kvaratskhelia.
I'm very happy today because we did it. It was really hard because Portugal is the amazing team, but I told everyone that we can win and we are the top team. We can fight against everyone. I'm so proud. I don't care about this trophy, but thanks to give me this trophy, but I'm so happy about win, and I'm so happy.
Kevicha Kvaratskhelia. That's the Georgia star, man. In 2013, Cristiano Ronaldo went to Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia, to inaugurate a football academy that had Kvaratskhelia in there. And just about exactly 11 years later, he played against him and beat him in the Euros. It's an amazing piece of story. The Euro run of 16 matches will start tomorrow, and there are 2 games tomorrow. Switzerland against Italy is at 4 p.m. That's our live commentary game here on 99.7 Joy FM. And at 7 p.m. is Germany against Denmark. There are some Copa American matches as well ongoing. Yesterday was a shock defeat for the United States of America, who lost to Panama by 2-1. Uruguay then beat Bolivia by 5-0 to book their place in the round of 16. Now, tomorrow night, the whole country will be watching on the Joy Prime channel when the Ghana Football Awards is held at the Dome of the Accra International Conference Center. The award is in its 6th year, and it rewards all of the top performers of Ghana's football scene from the last 12 months. Over the last 2 weeks, we've been profiling some of the nominees from all the categories, and tonight, this morning, I beg your pardon, we look at the nominees for the Women's Coach of the Year award.
You see, Basigi, Nora Hupla, and Nanajo Adakwa are the nominees for the Women's Team Coach of the Year. Basigi led Azakes ladies to reclaim the Women's Premier League title, as well as qualifying the Black Princesses to their 7th successive World Cup and winning gold at the 2023 African Games. Just like Basigi, Nora also secured the Black Queens qualification to the Africa Cup of Nations. The Queens had not been at the competition since the 20th edition, which was hosted in Ghana. Nanajo Adakwa was also on the touchlines for Ampem Dakwa ladies, who triumphed in the Wafubi Champions League qualifiers.
That's Lawrence Bedu there. So it's live tomorrow on the Joy Prime channel from 7 p.m. We'll all be there. Lots of stars will all be converging at the Accra International Conference Center, the dome of the Accra International Conference Center, the Ghana Football Awards 6th edition. It should be a fantastic one. It's strictly by invitation, and I'm sure today on Game Plan at 1:15 p.m. we'll be giving away some tickets. But also, if you are home, you can catch it on Joy Prime there as well. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentu Tahiru Fentu. Back to you, Winston.
Thank you very much, Fentu Tahiru Fentu. And let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And our social media messages brought to us by Rapinol. When the pain is too much to bear, grab Rapinol from Danex Itins Towin PLC. Rapinol, the rapid pain reliever, and EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, as well as Malatu from Ernest Chemist. Malatu, power over malaria. And this is the year to stop singing and talking about shopping and enjoying life and just do it. EcoBank has over 1 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo for you and over 7,000 others across Ghana. Winners will be rewarded bi-weekly, and you can be one of them, winning up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. There will also be 3 monthly draws, and all you have to do is to deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest EcoBank branch, EcoBank Express Point, or via EcoBank Mobile to stand a chance of winning. Other prizes include fuel vouchers, shopping vouchers, airtime, and many more. Promo runs from now till the end of July 2024. It's your time to chop life. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedis deposit earns you an entry into the EcoBank Million Gang draw. A better way to enjoy life, a better way, a better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
More money, challenge and enjoyment.
We not say problem day, but you for chop life. Simply deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, Express Point, or through EcoBank Mobile to win your share of over 1 million cedis in prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo, EMG. Be one of over 7,000 people to be rewarded. Hey, my God. Yes, so over 7,000 people go chop soft life from May to July 31, 2024. Be an EcoBank customer or be square. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedi deposit earns you a point for the EcoBank Million Gang today, EMG. Deposit today and win your share of 1.2 million in cash and prizes. A better way to enjoy life. A better way. A better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
It's time to shop, smile, and repeat. Yes, shop, smile, and repeat. Get value for your money with extra when you shop from Compute Ghana Prime Week promo. Get prices on premium brands like Samsung, LG, Sigma, TCL, Sony, Lenovo, Tecno, and many more. Don't miss out on the biggest scale of the month. Visit your nearest Compute Ghana showroom this week and buy all your laptops, printers, TVs, home theaters, and more. You can also shop online at www.computeghana or call 0302-752-020. Compute Ghana Prime Week. Shop, smile, and repeat.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show. And big stories brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest film, your partner for life, and Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
Now you're about to have the world at your fingertips because the wait is finally over. Telecel is here. Now you have everything you want and need, and these are the things that you're getting anyway. Quick and reliable communication, stress-free money transactions via Telecel Cash, transforming your big business ideas into success stories with Telecel Business and more. Connect with Telecel and enjoy a world of endless possibilities, because with Telecel, there is no limit, absolutely no limit to connections. Telecel, connecting energies.
And we know life can be unpredictable, and when health issues arise, it is reassuring to have the right support in place. For this reason, Equity Health Insurance has introduced the ABS policy. With Equity Health Insurance's ABS policy, you can enjoy the peace of mind you deserve for as little as 15 Ghana cedis a month. You stand to benefit up to 500 Ghana cedis anytime you're admitted to the hospital. Equity ABS is designed to provide you with some financial support during your hospital stay, ensuring you can focus on your recovery rather than worrying about mounting bills. So why wait? Secure your future with Equity Health Insurance's ABS today. Call 0202-693-237 to sign up. Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
Now picture this: you are lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead you are met with a mattress that sags beneath you, a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. Your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised. That's why we at Latest Form prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, you do yourself. Oh, Latest Foam, your partner for life. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. Call us on 0302-231155 or 0322008499 or visit us online at latestfoamghana.com.
Well, now time for the Joy Business Minute, and it's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and why can we capital together towards tomorrow? The IMF board is set to pass Ghana on the second review under the fund program and release $360 million to the country. This will happen after the board concludes its meeting on Ghana later today. Economist Dr. Edu Susakode is expecting the city to respond positively to the debt restructuring deal with external creditors. The local currency is yet to post some recovery. GTB Bank PLC says it is working to return to payment of dividends to its shareholders. The bank in 2023 recorded over 1 billion cedis in profit after tax. And Nike has said it expects a surprise 10% drop in quarterly revenue as it faces growing competition from newer rivals. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bengana. We stand with you, anointed electricals, the generator experts, and Waika Capital together towards tomorrow.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show. Let me welcome all of you listening to us on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi and on ATL FM in Cape Coast, as well as Radio Max in Takrady. Thank you so much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Raymond, we have a very important conversation. You know, in the past when we were growing up, you would always hear, oh, you are the future leaders. We've moved away from future leaders to being leaders now.
Yeah.
And so in the affairs of the state, how well do we engage the very young people of this country? Do their opinions matter when it comes to issues affecting them? And issues affecting the general population, because everything that happens in this country affects all of us. So should it only be a few who believe or purport to know everything about everybody? Or all of us must play a role in the affairs of the state? Are they being taken for granted? And I want you to tell me, I mean, for all of you young ones listening to us, do you feel empowered? And for those who have been engaging the young ones also, it's important to tell us whether they've shown promise. As in engaging these young ones, have they shown promise? I tell you one thing, they are some of the most intelligent people I've met. And I've been doing a program by CDS Africa. They've been going on deepening youth participation in democracy. Raymond, if you listen to them, I mean, I was telling you off air that, you know, I mean, sometimes we pretend that we are smart, but the truth is that they are smarter than us.
Yeah, because systems change.
Yeah.
There were times that you struggle to get information. To them, information is available. Yeah. So consuming it is just the other issue, and they know how to manage it better. But there's a certain, and I don't know if it's our patriarchy or a certain needless opinion attitude that we put to us. We suppress young people while making them feel they are inadequate, first and foremost. They are inexperienced on the other side. We make them feel that, oh, no, you are not there yet. But their colleagues elsewhere, at what age did the gentleman who set up Facebook set it up? Around 22.
Yeah.
So if he was in Ghana, would he have had the same opportunity to be able to set up Facebook like he did? There are other people that you could reference who did great things at the same age. We have had a leader, Rollins. When did he become leader of this country? Somewhere around 31 or so. Yeah. So sometimes we should be able to engage more and learn from other people. We should not always rest. That's why I was particularly unhappy with the posture of some people, even in government. Oh yeah, these people, like what Katie Amon was saying the other time. When you do that, you are alienating a grouping you are supposed to nurture for your future. In any case, if you are saying that they are incompetent and incapable, how about if they mass up against you? What will be your argument against those people too? So it is in your interest to use their energies now. Even if they don't have the experience, they have the energy, they have the muscle strength to do many things that you may not be able to do. So you need to use them now. It is groupings that are unable to utilize proper energies of young people that end up giving them titles and making them feel that they are inadequate. For example, we expect that the guys go to school and automatically come out with experience. So why are they supposed to get the experience? The experience isn't learned in the classroom. Are they automatically imbibing it? Were there opportunities for them to get internships and all of things? Then after school, we are expecting them to have 5 years experience when they are invited to come and actually do a job. Where on earth, when they spend the last 4 years in school, were they supposed to get those experience? Then we now say, oh, they are lazy because they don't want to work. You keep asking yourself, we are just compounding raises. When our colleagues elsewhere are 15, they get a chance to work in some of these retail shops, Tesco and Co. Yes, 15. At 15, they get a chance to work there. They are gathering experience. even if they drop out of school, they can work in some of these institutions and be able to pay their way into getting higher education. Our alternative plan is terrible. The Tesco's and the other jobs are being taken up by graduates in the Republic of Ghana. So how do you expect there's a friend who told me that the teller's job in the bank should never be done by a graduate. That's what I was told in the UK. That yes, but why? Why would you need tertiary education to be able to do a teller's job in a bank? But here, people have MSCs and what they call it, MBAs, and they are doing the job. So there is very little. All that's available now is high-skilled, low-paying jobs. So we are constricting their space. The gentleman who did his usual day, having to pay for food and all of that, he says his calculation comes up to 3,000 a month. How much are we paying them? Even national service, how much are we giving them? How do you expect them to survive with everybody in Accra using the same transportation, using the same food services, no food stamps for them, and all of that? I'm not saying we should create heaven for young people. It's not possible. But we should not denigrate them merely because we have not created opportunities for them. It's almost like an irresponsible father who is pushing every blame to the young child because you didn't create the conditions for them. When your colleague fathers elsewhere are doing great things for their children, when they are preparing for their future, when they are putting in place systems, innovative ways to make them work, let's tell me which of the many youth targeted programs have been succeeded. Let's definitely all the other ones. Then we moved on to all the other YEP, NYEP. It ends up being massive corruption. Then we did
Jida, now we're doing YE.
Yes, then we did we did recently. Napo,
yes.
2 years, then we are done with it. Even you can't sustain a program to make sure that you transition young people. And yet every day you are attacking them for being incompetent. Why? The only incompetence they did is, which they did not participate in, is being born in the Republic. It is where the problem is. Elsewhere, their lives are better off. And you see, there are sometimes they could not coordinate. When we were young, it's difficult. You only talk to people who have traveled in when they come in, or maybe on phone or once in a while. Now, sitting behind their computer on their phone, they can chat with their colleagues in every corner of the earth. They know the standards of conditions there. They know how people do not have to pray before they get university education. You get a point. So it is time to engage more, not dismiss them more. Don't make them look like they are a bunch of foolish people. And I've been saying this. Some of you do not know the elements that constitute cement. And yet, you sometimes want to put down people who are past chemistry and have better grades than you. When your grade was not good enough. In fact, some of you, if they put you before science and math quiz, you fail terribly. Yes, and you are saying these guys are not smart people. What kind of smartness are you expecting? I mean, well, anyway.
Well, so we'll have the conversation, and I've been.
Or somebody's even challenging me. If like try, they are still doing the originals. Watch it on your news. You try and sit back. When they ask one question, answer it yourself. Let's see.
You say he didn't do science.
That's what I'm saying.
One of my friends says, and he's on the light and he says, he said, Charlie, but so you know go school. How can you use 3 people in a school to judge which school is better?
Oh yeah, of course, that one
is 3. Just 3. Then I said, so if your school wins, says if my school wins, use the same argument.
Yes.
But look, I talk to them all the time.
Yes.
And when you talk to them, they have some of the most brilliant ideas. And it's good we're having this conversation because there's a certain feeling. The last time I engaged the students, I was at Wisconsin University as part of the CDS Africa Forum on Youth Participation in Our Democracy. They actually talked about how society is stifling them out of the conversation, how we are ignoring them and are not prepared to listen to them.
Even about their future.
Yes.
We are discussing their future without them on the table.
Yes. You see? And at that meeting, I told them that, look, so it's an election year. Come together and request meetings with these people. In fact, in their own interest, they must engage you.
Some time ago, we used to do the youth manifesto.
Yeah.
The idea was that when we put together a document like that, others will learn from it and impart it or put it into their bigger documents. I'm not so sure to what extent the political parties care. But you know the funny part? When it comes to violence, they use young people. When it comes to doing the negative things that they don't want in our politics, when it comes to making the big decisions, they feel that they are inadequate to be on the table. But really, see, at 21, some of these people might have finished their masters. The only problem is that you have not created enough opportunities for them to survive in a society where they can actually explore their talents and be better off. And we should not dismiss something. They have idealism. The more you grow in this country, you tend to accept certain things. Bad governance is at order of the day. Things will not work. But these kids, they don't have the same thinking. They believe they can make things work. That is what you should explore. Your colleagues are doing so elsewhere.
Okay, Raymond, we'll have this conversation here on the Super Morning Show. But also coming up this morning, your uncle is in the news. Depending on where you stand.
And the Kwame Apiakubi.
Yes, depending on where you stand for the right or wrong reasons. Listen to him.
Well, I wouldn't speak for a majority because, as I told you, we have not been consulted as a caucus for us to state our position. But me, Apiakubi, you can solicit my view on that. If it was for me to choose, I would choose him. Why? He's not my preference. Apiakubi is saying that he is not my preference. We should find somebody who, if the presidential candidate is not there, he will hold the hand of a member of parliament and go and conduct campaign in that member of parliament's constituency. I don't see that happening in this equation. He cannot hold my hand. So why would I say that I prefer him? He cannot hold my hand.
That's Andy Kwame Apiakubi, member of parliament for Asante Achim North.
To be clear, the man is saying that he would want someone who will be, one, open with the people, two, who will be able to deliver the votes, three, who would also submit to the presidency, four, who would also be important in bringing parliament closer to the executive, five, he would probably accept someone who is more acceptable by the generals going to the war, and he said they are the parliamentarians. Because ideally, every constituency, a member of parliament will be trying to not only win the seat, but garner for votes for the presidency too. The national campaign team move around, but the people who are 24/7 with the people in the constituency, 150,000, 200,000 people, make sure that they are going your way, are your members of parliament. Now, the other one says we should also find someone who can hold the hand of an MP to go and campaign in the absence of the presidential candidate. He does not see that in Matthew Opoku Prempeh. That's why he calls the current equation. In fact, he even insists that he cannot hold my hand. So why would I say that I prefer him? He cannot hold my hand. See, nobody can dismiss the fact that Andy Kwame Apiakubi would perhaps have preferred the agric minister.
Yes, Brian Achampon.
No problem. Yeah. But it is also an indication that this so-called the masses of the NPP are united behind Matthew Opoku Prempeh may not be the realistic opinion on the ground. I know policy 76%. Okay, so you can eliminate the next.
Yes, 76%.
in that National Security Survey.
Yes, National Intelligence Bureau.
Okay, National Intelligence Bureau. You know what he calls that survey? It's just busybody job.
Confirmatory research.
Yes. No, but yeah.
Like,
but I am particularly interested in the commentary of Alexander Afenyomaken. The man, Samuel Dame, the things that the man listed. Please, which one is insulting? Which one is bad mouthing?
Listen to Afenyomaken. Afenyomaken is here. Listen briefly.
We should all respect party and understand that the times we are in are very sensitive times. We have an election just ahead of us, and we should be mindful of how we express certain views in the public space. We are in this together. There is no perfect person in this world. We should not go out of our way to denigrate ourselves. We should not go out of our way to describe ourselves in a manner that will be unacceptable.
Oh, with respect, see, I've heard so far, it is Andy Kwame Apiakubi who's come out boldly to state that I do not support this so-called unity candidate that people are putting on us. What he said, and I've listed the things he had raised. Where is the insult? Where is the denigration here? I feel that Afenyomaken has absolutely no role in this conversation. This immediately Kwame Apiakubi has spoken at 5:30, so I have to do a press conference at 6 o'clock. Calling for calm. Where is the chaos here? The man says, I don't support him. Why was there expectation that everybody in the Republic of Ghana would have supported Matthew Opoku Prempeh? How is that possible? In fact, the man is even saying that we've not completed the process, which is really something that people within the party have also been saying. So exactly what is being said, that is denigrating. That members of parliament are at each other's throat merely because of this comment. It is almost as if he, Alexander Apenyomakin, feels that, oh yes, please, we have all agreed on Matthew Opoku Prempeh, so don't put sand in our guy. But that is not what is being agreed upon here. Some people can have differences, and if for nothing at all, even Joseph Kwame Chichire Boachi Dankwa was contested in the New Patriotic Party. In what did I say? In the what do you call it, political tradition. Yeah. So having a democratic institution where there's contest is natural, is real. In fact, that's what promotes competitive ideas. In the absence of that, it's just hegemony and a grouping feel that they can install whoever they want at any point in time. I do not get Afenyomakin's claim here. I feel that this press conference in response was absolutely unnecessary. So, hold on. If tomorrow another member of parliament comes to speak, would he do a reiterated point again that please, we should calm down, we should move? Why? When did competition of ideas become, oh no, we all agree because you have installed or purportedly raised and accepted Matthew Opoku Prempeh? Let the people say their independent, individual thoughts on the matter. Nobody can be cowed by, oh, let's all come together. Come together where? The process is not even completed. How about if I want Nato to win? Well, I can't also say today, if I want Chief of Staff to be the one being there, is it too late? Can Dr. Bawumia change his mind? How long did it take?
He can change his mind.
How long did it take? In fact, this criteria we are talking about, Dr. Bawumia, if he was subjected to a similar criteria, would they have passed? These party members liking him. Around 2007 or so, who in the MPP liked Dr. Bawumia? Even knew that he existed. So, I mean...
He was unknown.
Yes. So, this conversation, sometimes you are not sure. People jostle. People try to make standings. That's how competitions are done.
So, you see, what works? So, I mean, the point you make about Dr. Bawumia. So, in 2008, we've had... some members who were in the National Council meeting at the time say that when Akufo-Addo, submitted the first name, it was Haji Ali Mahama. We only was Haji Ali Mahama. Then the National Council rejected that decision. Then the National Council suggested to him to go with Boniface Abubakar Sadiq.
Yeah.
He said he was unwilling to go with Boniface Abubakar Sadiq.
And found somebody else.
And this time round, he found somebody in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah.
Even at that point in time, the members of the National Council who said no, but it took J.A. Kufuor to say, allow him. And that was how come Akufo-Addo went with Dr. Bawumia.
So, if this busybody that, the group that Apiakubi calls busybody, that group, I've forgotten the name. The National
Intelligence Bureau.
Oh, Intelligence Bureau.
It's the National Intelligence Bureau.
Oh, yes. The busybody group that Apiakubi is talking about. Did they go and do survey on Bawumia too?
No, that time I'm not sure. I've not seen that survey.
Okay. So you think about it. This survey is about popularity and purported charm that there's no corresponding evidence in the survey itself shared with us to actually support. If it was to be the case at that level, do you think that he would have gotten that kind of support? We knew Bawumia in 2008. Where was the charm going to come from? So, I mean, in all fairness, we know that people make positions. So allow the people to compete and the best coming out of that. Merely because you, Afenyomakin, may like Napo, doesn't mean that the rest of the people should also like Napo.
Okay.
Or you are promised that Napo is the choosing one.
Who is your choice? Whom do you choose? Whom do you want to be?
Who can hold your hand?
Who can hold your hand? So the question is, who can hold your hand? Who can hold your hand? Let's get on to X. Let's use the hashtag JoySMS. But of course, most importantly, tomorrow, the Joy News Impact Makers Award, we are rewarding Ghanaians who are making impact in their local communities. The people you have nominated and said, these are the persons who are transforming our communities. But you know what? Imagine buying and selling across Africa from the comfort of your home or office without changing your currency. Imagine doing this with your own mobile wallet. This is possible with interoperability of payments. The Africa Prosperity Network is hosting the continent-wide Mobile Interoperability Symposium on July 5th at the Labadi Beach Hotel in Accra, Ghana, under the theme Scaling Up Interoperability Using Mobile Money to Buy and Sell Across Africa. This groundbreaking event brings together leaders and policymakers to integrate mobile payment systems and remove barriers to cross-border trade. It supports AFTA's Digital Trade Protocol Initiative, highlighting the importance of interoperability in the African Union's Agenda 2063. Advancing interoperable mobile money platforms will unlock new opportunities, drive economic growth, and empower small businesses like never before. Be part of building an interconnected, prosperous African economy. Register now at register.africaprosperitynetwork.com. For more information, contact us on 0536 098325 or 0302 737 or leave a message. Protocol at africaprosperity.network. The future of borderless mobile commerce starts here.
Now, Anointed Electrical Engineering Services is into the sales of ultra-silent generators. This is from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. And they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They also have in stock spare parts of all kinds for various generators. And yes, they do generator rentals too. In East Legon, you can locate them on the Lagos Avenue Road, opposite Tomrick Hotel. In Tema, on the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and at Odoko, where they have their head office, it's at number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road. They have branches nationwide, and you know that Anointed is the generator expert. Contact them on this hotline 0243 480 334 0243 480 334.
All right, stay with us here on the Super Morning Show. Lots of discussions coming up here on the Super Morning Show. We'll be right back after these messages.
You listening to me on the radio. I know exactly what you need, and I go sort you out. But first, a quick introduction. Maybe the connection man. I'll make things happen. Whether it be business, fashion, or the latest trend in town, I go connect you. I know when people connect, big things they happen. I am the plug to your plug. Anything you want, I go show you where options they line them up for you. You want download or you want stream? Link up. I got you. I conquer everywhere. From circles to KJT. If you come out to Navrongo, Jiosu to Kita, Techima to Kumbungu. I'll be the link between you and the next big opportunity. It be me where I go connect you, make it happen. Oh, you want to know my name? I am Telecel.
Switch to Telecel for the best value voice and data services and connect to the things that matter. Connecting dreams, connecting goals, connecting passions.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Beautiful people, we are live in town, soaking in the excitement about the partnership between Access Bank and PABS, revolutionizing the way people move money across Africa. Let's hear directly from those reaping the benefits.
It's a relief. Anytime I send money back home, my family receives exactly what I send them, instantly.
I'm studying in Ghana, but originally from Nigeria. With this service, my parents send my school and hostel fees directly, and they do it with so much ease.
I run a fashion business. Let me tell you, sending and receiving money across Africa without those annoying forex fees has really cut down our operational costs.
Benefit from instant payments across Africa with zero foreign exchange hassle. Visit our website www.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll free on 0800 00 4400 for all your cross-border payments.
Pass it with Access Bank.
Access Bank, more than banking.
After tasting 10 cedis worth of Abochi's kebab, you finally decide to buy some.
Abochi, add more pepper.
He wraps it up and you take it home. Just when you're about to dig in, you see your name in bold Times New Roman font size 14 on the paper. And that's when you realize it's the CV you submitted for a job last week. The job market is changing rapidly. AI, clouds, holograms. Who knows what's next? Over 34 million Ghanaians. What makes you stand out? Get the X Factor to get ahead with tech courses from ALX. Choose AWS Cloud Computing, Salesforce Administration, Data Analytics, Data Science, Front-End Web Development, Back-End Web Development, or AI Career Essentials. Search ALX Ghana online to apply now. ALX. Do hard things.
Hey,
Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is portable, so I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Wow.
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I see your best guy, hey, my sweet bubba. I know fit to give you just love, yeah. I see your best guy, hey, my sweet bubba. Many, many plans I get for you, yeah. And until I'm me but can you never know, yeah. And no much no super baby, get believe the thing I tell you, no be liar, yeah. Me see and drop on me other original Birkins, my whoa. Everything you want, baby, my child, I want you telling me. She said she wants it. Till infinity, steady on a different beat. Life is not that deep. It's all about the energy, yeah. The mentality. I ain't making my money.
Frequency, always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Love is very sweet, but first you must get the moolah. Napo party, now you make it my one. Nobody go sign. I know everything I do is nobody else concerned. Aye, she go come, go come. I see that there's all around me, but I know I'm
in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's Friday! been on the phone, calling you tonight. I wanna make you, make me know the fight. I don't want to sleep alone. Wanna hold you tight. I get my stuff on my head, and nobody understands. Mama shako, 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 while I did for you. I get my stuff on my head, and nobody understands. Mama shako, 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 while I did for you. Let me know if I embarrass you with my money. Girl, let's fly out to Paris. Let me know if I embarrass you with my money. Girl, let's fly out to Paris. Fly out to Paris, cruise Lamborghini Ferraris. In your tsunami, I want to swim with my baby. I get the money, find my demons on daily. Mama believe me, so I no need it, no. Say them no see. We take off and then go trips. Yeah, me and my talking. Got me I don't need them, no see. We take off and then go trips. Yeah, me and my talking. Got me I
Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Baby, follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Cause this your milky for front enough for me. Hold on for me, I no go do me corny. And if you're milky in a fighty, I saw.
And it's all live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Rest will be telling you about the quarterly economic roundtable discussion, which is focused on restoring macroeconomic stability.
Saint you like?
This one will be happening at the Issa Hall, University of Ghana. You would have and so
Issa Forum.
Oh, you listen to the people who are going to be there. Very soon we'll be joined by Dr. Abudu Abdul Ganiu, Technical Advisor at the Office of the Finance Minister, and Professor Peter Korte, who is Director of the Institute for Statistical, Social and Economic Research.
Oh, Issa is running it.
Yes, Issa is in there. But these are the people who are going to be there. Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam,
Minister.
Professor Nanaba Apiamfo,
Vice Chancellor.
Dr. Ni Kwekusoa, Economist Country Director, International Growth Center.
Okay.
Professor William Barboating,
Economics Department.
Sharp. Dr. Alhassan Idrisu, Director, Economic Strategy and Research Division, Ministry of Finance. Leslie Dwight Mensah, Economist and Research Fellow, Institute for Fiscal Studies.
IFS, yeah.
Professor Peter Korte, Economist and Director of ISE. Samuel Akest, Director, Treasury and Debt Management Division.
Ministry.
Franklin Kujo, President, Imani Center for Policy and Education. Professor Ejapoma Jekedakon, University of Ghana Business School. Dr. Philip Abredu Otu, Director of Research, Bank of Ghana. Mr. Joe Jackson, it says here, Chief Executive Officer, Dalex Finance.
Oh, this is Mini Senchi, but it's a very important one. Quarterly Economic Roundtable. Yes. They just have to add, what's the name of the guy? I'm looking for the other economist. What's his name?
Which one?
Chasaka.
Yes. Anyway, on that note, say goodbye to memorizing 1,001 short codes. Experience a complete one-click access to all MTN services with my MTN app. You can now check your airtime, data, and Momo balance, buy bundles with airtime or from your Momo wallet, monitor your data usage and calls made, access your MTN Momo account, and so much more, all with my MTN app. Download my MTN app from the App Store, Google Play Store today and experience a super convenient way to do things you love on your favorite network, MTN. So, what are we doing today?
Now, let me bring you some good news you should know about from Holad Mebambo. Now, stay ready for unexpected funeral and accidental disability cost with Mebambo Life Insurance on MTN and Telecel. This is by Holad Life. And also cry because with as little as 2 cedi, 10 cedi, 25 cedi, or even 50 cedi per month, you can get up to 30,000 for funeral and accidental disability costs. Just dial star 269 hash to register on MTN or Telecel with your Ghana card number, and automatic monthly deductions will be made from your mobile money wallet. Add as many as 7 biological dependents to cover your spouse, children, parents, grandparents, and in-laws. No stress at all with the quick claims process. Get more asumdue with Holland Life Me Bambo and live your best life. It is insurance made just for you. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, did you know that 259 stories are born every minute? Yes, 259 unique stories that matter, including yours. And every experience you have helps to shape your stories into exciting adventures. Your story can shape the world and is powerful, whether you're an individual, family, or business. No story is too big or too small. We are inspired by them all, and your story has just begun. We invite you to write yours with us. Your story matters. Absa Bank.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, is your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture, and they do so at affordable prices. They've introduced the online shopping experience you would enjoy. All that you need to do is simply log on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any of their branches. This is hassle-free. They'll deliver to your homes and offices within reasonable time. They also offer free delivery to those of you in Accra and Tema, and also accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Great. So, Raymond, let's get into a conversation about the quarterly economic roundtable event, restoring macroeconomic stability, which you term a mini Senchi discussion. Professor Peter Korte, who's director of ACES, joined us now. Professor Korte, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston. Good morning, Raymond, and good morning to your discerning listeners.
Great. Prof, so let's get into, the quarterly economic roundtable. And this time the focus is on restoring macroeconomic stability. Tell us more about it. We know it's going to be held at the Issa Hall. We say the Ministry of Finance in partnership. Tell us more about this event.
Yes, engaging the citizens is very important. Engaging key people on government policies, government programs, progress, challenges, etc., so that we can all fashion out strategic policies that will move us forward. So this is one of the maiden dialogue series, and we're going to have it quarterly with the Ministry of Finance. We have carefully selected the panelists and the keynote speakers to engage. So we'll start with the minister will give, the vice chancellor will welcome us and give welcome comments. Then the minister will come on board with some key issues. Then will be followed the keynote on macro stability by Dr. Deepa Kusowa, followed by a discussion on our presentation on the fiscal, and then we'll have something on debt as well as monetary. Engaging, as I mentioned, stakeholders is very critical, and we ought to do this to ensure that any policy that we fashion out is owned by the people. It is derived from the grassroots. We don't want any policy or activities that will be imposed on us. We want to avoid policy reversal as much as possible. And this is also critical. Macro stability is critical, especially in an election year. We have to break this political business cycle where we spend like there's no tomorrow in an election year. Then after the elections, we spend the next 3 years to clean up the mess. We want to set the tone, and this is the beginning. Let me conclude by saying that it's a quarterly series. This time we are looking at macro stability. Next time we'll look at private sector development and other key issues. So issues about trade, issues about SMEs, and all the things, other things that the micro issues that will help the macro to achieve its outcome will be discussed.
So, I mean, you talked about the finance minister will be there. You said the vice president. So, is it the case that the discussions are things that are going to influence policy, or it's just going to be one of those? We talk as an academic exercise, end of story.
I don't think so. I don't believe, for us in academia, don't waste our time on talk shows. We want to see policy uptake. We want to ensure that whatever we spend our time to develop is picked up and it's useful to society, to the government, to the ordinary person. So that is why we have all started to discuss this passionately. It is going to be non-partisan. Let me emphasize that it is a non-partisan engagement that will bring out the core issues facing our economy, bring out the policy space and what we need to do to ensure that we achieve maximum outcome. So it's not. We don't expect this to be another talk show.
Let me just bring in Dr. Abudu Abdul Ghani, who is technical advisor at the Office of the Finance Minister, into this conversation briefly. I'll get back to you, Professor Peter Korte, so we get to know the date and time. But Dr. Abdul Ghani, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Winston, and good morning to your listeners.
Great. So let's look at, from a Ministry of Finance perspective, what premium do you place on this conversation, and how is it going to impact your decisions going forward?
Well, as Professor Korte rightly indicated, this is a platform that has been created basically for academia, but of course, academia also relating with civil society, relating with industry, and relating with policy. So it's going to be a collaborative platform that simply discusses matters about the economy. And at the end of the day, whatever suggestions, whatever recommendations that are going to emerge can easily inform policy going forward. That is the rationale behind this quarterly economic roundtable. So it's not going to be just a talk shop. You ask that question. Right after the program, we are putting together a committee that should be able to generate policy briefs. And these policy briefs are not just going to be summaries of what has taken place, but looking at all the key recommendations and how each one of them can influence policy along the areas of macroeconomic stability that this maiden edition is looking at. So that is basically what we want to achieve. And in fact, let me commend the Minister for Finance, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, for bringing this vision and putting this together. You know that he's a civil society person himself. And when he's gotten the opportunity to be a substantive minister, those civil society tendencies have continued to show in the work he does in terms of the consultations, the broader engagement, so on and so forth. So it is the 10 for academia on the 2nd of July. And going forward, we should be able to do this every quarter. So if we are doing that the maiden edition July, then we expect to do another one before the year ends. Okay. So that's how serious, that's the kind of premium that we have placed on this particular exercise, Winston.
Great. And Professor Peter Korte, I'm just looking at, the persons who are going to be there. And I mean, I just ask myself, where's the government statistician?
Well, we didn't have a government statistician. The trust service generates the data for us to use. And you also appreciate the fact that you don't want to overload the panel. There will be opportunity for us to engage the statistical service. As I mentioned, this is not a one-off event. There are going to be other similar dialogues that we're going to hold. So all the key people that matter will be on board. Of course, he's going to be invited to come, except that he's not a panel member, but he will get opportunity to make very meaningful contributions. And I admit he's one of the fine gentlemen I have worked with whilst was at Cape Coast and continue to work with him. So he's not left out completely. There are other people at ISA, other people at University of Ghana who have been left out because we cannot pack the panel. We need to, leave some of them so we organize other events.
But he'll be invited. He'll be there. He's been invited.
Certainly, he's been invited. We are inviting people from all the key ministries, MMDAs that matter, and it's strictly by invitation. So all the people who matter are being invited. So certainly he'll be invited. If he has the time, if he's not, then he might send a representative. But he's generally going to be invited to this very important event. And I must say, it's, for me, quite exciting because we don't consult a lot when it comes to policy making. If we have done this in the past, we have done more of this in the past, I believe we have achieved better results than ever. The case of e-levy, for instance, if we have been doing more consultation prior to implementation, it would have informed the policy. If Kenya, for instance, had consulted, done some of these things earlier, I believe what happened in its financial tax that is bringing all kinds of problems in Kenya would have been averted. So I commend the minister, I commend the people at the Ministry of Finance, for bringing this dialogue, and I hope we'll continue to engage. We have agreed to do this. We have agreed to ensure that it's not just one of the talk shops where the materials and everything will remain on the gathered dust on the shelf. But we're going to make this happen. We've all committed to doing this.
Right. Thank you very much, Professor Peter Quartey, who's director of ASA. And thank you also, Dr. Abdul Ganiu. We'll all be there. Since it's strictly by invitation, I'm expecting mine so I can come and...
But you say we'll all be there. They say it's strictly by invitation.
So we. I'm the only I'm constant person here. I. So I'm expecting my invitation.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Abdul Ganiu, Dr. Abdul Ganiu, who's a technical advisor at the ministry.
I want to be an usher at the place, ushering people in.
When we return, we'll tell you more about the Joy News Impact Makers Awards, which comes off tomorrow. Stay with us.
In partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents an original play by Uncle Ebo White, Takeover.
Kebab, my boy.
Papa.
How are you doing today?
It is a battle, Papa.
You don't mean
because as the Bible says, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Really?
And if the flesh was weak in the time of Jesus when there was no infusable social media, slave queens and side chicks,
Jesus Christ.
you can imagine how weaker it is today. But no fears because we have your covering, Papa.
You and Misapplied Bible Quotations.
Takeover shows on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th, 13th and 14th of July 2024. Venue, National Theatre. Fridays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 and 8 p.m. and Sundays at 1, 4 and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Buy your tickets by the Cover Shot code *365 *535 hash and at all regular outlets. Sponsors Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Gasaba. Smoke from firewood and charcoal is harmful and as damaging to our lungs as cigarettes. It can cause heart diseases leading to stroke and may even affect our eyesight in the long run. Grandmothers, mothers, sisters, wives, men, caterers, and everyone still cooking with charcoal, let's switch to LPG gas. The National Petroleum Authority has introduced the cylinder recirculation model in collaboration with local partners to make gas more accessible in all local communities. Whether you own a cylinder or not, join our CRM initiative. Simply show up at any exchange point near you with a small down payment to receive a filled cylinder or swap your empty one. Regular safety checks will be in place. Say ebisa musemo or gas. Afeidie gasaba. Switch from firewood and charcoal to gas for a better and healthier life. This message is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and the Ministry of Energy.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302-200-390 or 0596-928-33 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
that you have missed some vaccinations.
I know, Mamines, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of all the vaccinations, and work and other commitments also affect us.
But it is important to keep to the schedule to ensure the best protection for your child. If you miss an appointment, don't worry. You can always schedule another appointment. But please, do well to bring in for vaccination at the set times or not too long after the dates, okay?
We have the responsibility to ensure that our children grow and develop properly.
You can set a reminder on your phone to help you remember the dates, or use a calendar on the fridge to mark the dates of your child's vaccination.
These are really good ideas. From now on, we will make sure to keep to the schedule.
Staying on track with your child's vaccination schedule is a vital part of ensuring their health and well-being. Talk to your healthcare provider to make sure your child is up to date and protected from vaccine-preventable diseases.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Hey, welcome back to work.
Charlie, thanks, bro. Thanks,
the
bro.
Malaria really knocked you down, eh?
Charlie, no joke. Hey, fever, headache, vomiting, loss of appetite. I couldn't even eat my usual fufu.
You and fufu?
How we go do it?
I hope you got tested before the malaria treatment.
Oh, yes, I did. And thanks to Malatu, I kicked out malaria one time.
Sharp. Anyway, sorry to ruin your excitement, but your boss asked of you.
Okay.
She says she has plenty work for you.
No problem, Charlie. Strength day.
You see,
When malaria strikes, take Malatu, containing Artemether and lumefantrine. Comes in tablet and suspension for the effective treatment of malaria in adults and children. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malatu is manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ah, my little ones, gather around. Once upon a time in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Go straight. Turn left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Ask there. Anybody will show you.
And when the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Ah, the sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As you wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibes. These, my dear ones, are some few moments that make our Ghana truly special. And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Special moments are worth celebrating with lily rice. Lily rice, yenimno fritite. This advert is FDA approved.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Right, and talking about the world's greatest, they are the people who impact societies, the people who impact livelihoods in their small ways. And this morning we'll be sharing the stories with you, and I tell you what, you'll be surprised. Because for people who are posted to communities where they have no schools, they didn't ask for reposting, but they actually asked for support to build schools. Before we tell you the nominees for this year's Joy News Impact Makers Awards, let's just, refresh our memories on what transpired last year.
Farming is his heartbeat, and here's what he decided to do. He didn't just go into farming. He saw farming as a means to an end. So through farming, he managed to get people to get an income and then created businesses out of that to support other people. and that's phenomenal. He has distributed also solar lanterns to school children and homes in island communities to promote sustainable energy and run malaria campaigns in schools to prevent malaria-related deaths. He's also helped in creating the Nikini Gift Shop in Adafua, which sells locally made products. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce our impact maker, the overall winner, Isaac Ajawato. Please appreciate him.
I've been thinking sleepless nights when Joy News and Multimedia came in. I think for now I can have some sleep. And we'll continue to do more. I'm very grateful. I thank all the disabled people we are supporting. We have many school children who are calling on me each and every day. We have to pay for their education. We supply textbooks in the schools. We are thinking about opening libraries for the schools in the island communities. And I think Joy News coming in, we are going to do more. I'm very grateful. I thank all of you, and I thank everybody, my wife who has been there for me all this time. I'm so much grateful.
I'm that star up in the
Right, so that's last year's overall winner, and let's go into let's briefly tell you about the nominees for this year, Raymond.
Yes.
And I'll start off with Miss Eunice Asiedue Japan, who was initially posted to a non-existent school in the eastern region of Ghana. Now, she found herself assigned to Noka, a town where no school existed. But she didn't run away or say, repost me to where there's a school. With the support of the local community, she took the initiative to establish the school, initially starting with just 7 pupils. This is a young lady who's finished school, training college.
Can you believe that?
She then decided to start a school with 7 pupils in a church building provided by a local pastor. Through her unwavering dedication, perseverance, and hard work, what was once a non-existent school has now transformed into a fully operational educational institution within the church premises. And in just 6 months, the school's enrollment has grown to 125 pupils and now boasts 9 trained teachers.
She deserves commendation.
Yeah.
For looking at adversity in the face and changing the issue.
Exactly.
Many people would have complained and asked for them to be reposted somewhere else and all of that. In fact, which means that she actually accepted even posting to a rural area.
Yes.
And beyond accepting that, she decided to change the fortunes of the people.
Exactly.
These are proper heroes. They are people whose stories ought to be written and cast in gold so that others can learn that it's not every day that you complain about your circumstance, and sometimes you can be the solution to the problem, and that's what she did.
Exactly.
So now they have a school because she was posted there.
And you see, you make a point. Everything you complain about, first of all, ask yourself, can I be part of the solution? What can I do to solve this? And if you can solve it, please solve it. And that's Eunice's example. So Eunice Asiedue Japan, and under her leadership, they have school from kindergarten to class 6, or what you call basic 6. She's one of the nominees for this year's Joy News Impact Makers.
One young lady.
Yes.
And that's what people should have in mind. One young lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Young lady, yes. One young lady.
Sometimes I have somebody purporting to be MP for 4 years. Now we'll see school back. One young lady out of teacher training institution made this impact on the life of the community.
Yeah.
Well, let me bring you another impact maker. Dr. Kwame Sakwa Edu. In fact, he's a prominent figure in sustainable beekeeping, dedicated to improving rural livelihoods across Ghana and beyond. Some of the things that Doc has done, which is impactful, have been to transform the lives of disadvantaged individuals. So, in collaboration with the Adventist Development Relief Agency, between 1999 and 2004, he supported 700 cashew and orange farmers in the Eastern and Brown Africa regions. He has also empowered over 100 women through community support bee projects in Ghana and Liberia with Mercy Ships International. This was somewhere between 2005 and 2006. He's also facilitated a 300 farmer beekeeping project for Bia and Ankasa conservation areas and communities in the Western North region. This happened somewhere around 2009-2011. Of course, he got some help from Forestry Commission, the Wildlife Division. In consultation with the UN Food and Agriculture Organization in Sierra Leone, he actually did an improvement in the lives of the activities of 850 beekeepers in the Konadugu district. He has facilitated beekeeping initiative in Joaboso Bia communities in the Western North from 2011 to 2012 with support from Rainforest Alliance International and collaboration with African Cashew Initiative and GIZ to extend beekeeping to women cashew farmers in Tuna Savannah region. Now, he's established bus clubs, bee buzzing, right, in business schools in Ghana with support from the Stroud Beekeepers Association in the UK and the Australian High Commission. He is known to be the lead consultant on the Sustainable Beekeeping Improvement Project in Eritrea and founded by the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, collaborated with the government of Ghana and government of Cote d'Ivoire for the Com Cashew GIZ project in the bees improvement and cashew orchid system. In all, the man has an unwavering dedication to sustainable beekeeping, has made profound impact on rural communities, empowering them and individuals when it comes to economic development. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. Kwame Sakwa Edu.
Great, and we're still sharing with you the nominees for this year's Joy News Impact Makers Award. And the next person is the celebrity teacher.
Yeah.
Gloria Ladi Adakurugu, who's also known as the celebrity teacher, is founder of a GLA Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to offering educational opportunities to marginalized individuals and empowering them to become catalysts for positive change. Now, she's witnessed many students missing school due to lack of necessary educational materials such as school uniform, shoes, school bags, and stationery. And for the past 13 years, she's donated over 2,000 exercise books, paid school fees for over 100 students, renewed and registered over 200 health insurance for both parents and students, provided startup capital for over 50 parents, supported over 50 healthcare issues, donated over 1,000 sanitary pads to rural communities, provided over 300 school uniforms, shoes, school bags, panties, toothbrushes, and pencils. She has also painted and renovated classrooms, organized workshops to educate students and parents on the importance of education. I present to you once again Gloria Ladi Adakurugu, celebrity teacher.
Yes. She's very popular on social media. Yeah, as a celebrity teacher. Yeah. Now, Reverend Sister Jacinta Ekuyakwachwa, Osei, is the next person. In fact, she's a great individual by all standards and qualifications. And most people know her because growing up, she did a lot of great things. And being a Reverend Sister makes her contribute more than many people in society in general. Her commitment to education and humanitarianism has garnered her numerous accolades, including the prestigious Global Education Supplies and Solutions Awards in Dubai in 2023, where she was honored as the overall winner. Additionally, she's been recognized as the first runner-up for the Ghana Teacher Prize. You know, the national teachers, no? Yes, she was first runner-up in the year 2021, and she earned the acclaim as the second national best teacher in 2015, way back 2015, and the second Eastern Regional best teacher in 2013. She's known as the woman who can transform the classroom into a great place for learning. Her influence extends far beyond the confines of the classroom. She has undertaken significant initiatives such as the renovation and refurbishment of the Aprade RC Kindergarten School, the donation of textbooks to multiple schools, and the establishment of a clothing and textiles resource center by herself alone, a resource center. Furthermore, she has generously provided computers and library books to various institutions, actively supporting initiatives like girl-child education by distributing sanitary pads and other important engagements and awareness sessions. In addition to her educational endeavors, Reverend Sister Jacinta engages in diverse humanitarian activities, including the donation of clothing, food items, and toiletries to correctional centers, orphanages, and underprivileged families. She also coordinates blood donation drives and community events, which are made possible through the general support of her family and benefactors, as her salary is allocated to her religious congregation. So the salary, like you spend yours on your family, she gives it to the religious congregation. Reverend Jacinta is an altruistic person and a true Reverend sister.
Great, and still live here on this morning show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning we're sharing with you the profiles of the Joy News Impact Makers Award winners. The overall winner will be rewarded tonight. Next is Andrew Ejenim Boateng, who's an accomplished professional with solid foundation in education and community development. Presently, he's a teacher at Sumaman Senior High School in the Bono region of Ghana, where he specializes in the business department. Now, Andrew's visions transcends individual projects. He strives to narrow the digital gap between rural and urban areas by empowering communities to drive their development. He underscores the importance of self-help initiatives and communal collaboration to alleviate pressure on central government and foster sustainable progress. Now, in 2014, he founded the German North Students Union at the University of Education, Winneba, and is taking lead in initiating and overseeing the German North Technology Center project in Sampa, aimed at equipping rural communities with ICT and library facilities. This project has garnered substantial support from various stakeholders and is scheduled to be inaugurated in September 2024. In summary, Andrew Ejenim Boateng is passionately committed to reshaping the discourse surrounding community development and motivating others to become catalysts for positive transformation.
Now, let's talk about Rhoda Kadwa Wedam. And Rhoda is a great woman because she's dedicated to promoting the lives of other people and to social events, and the founder of the Songba Center in the northern region. Now, Rhoda, 2 years after leaving school, established the Songba Empowerment Center at the age of 26. Now, through this initiative, she provides practical skills, training in weaving, sewing, and also shea butter production, offering pathways to economic independence for women and girls, particularly those working as urban porters or residing in rural areas. Rhoda's commitment to menstrual hygiene education is equally noteworthy, recognizing the profound impact that menstrual health has on girls' education and overall well-being. She has distributed 15,000 reusable sanitary pads and authored a comprehensive guide titled No More Suffering in Silence, aimed at empowering girls with knowledge and resources to manage their menstruation with dignity. Initially supported by self-funding, Rhoda's efforts have garnered recognition and support from organizations such as Plan Ghana International and Adamfo Ghana. Looking ahead, her ambitious goal is to establish the women empowerment centers across all 16 regions of Ghana, amplifying her impact and empowering women and girls. Rhoda Kadwa Wedam's unwavering dedication to empowering women and girls, coupled with her innovative approaches to addressing social challenges, makes her a true catalyst for positive change in her community and beyond, and indeed a true impact maker.
Great. Number 7 on the list is Samuel Nana Bekai Drako, who is a young agricultural engineer from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He's the founder and CEO of Haven of Love Children's Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to enhancing community health, sanitation, climate resilience, and socio-economic empowerment of young females in rural areas. Through his foundation, over 100 communities comprising approximately 20,000 children and their parents have received various essential health services delivered to their doorstep, and his NGO has conducted advocacy programs initiating positive changes in their schools and communities, and he envisions himself as a counselor and motivational speaker, aiming to train and empower Ghana's youth to excel in both the public and private sectors with integrity and a commitment to positive transformation. Over the past 6 years, these projects have significantly impacted the lives of residents in Boku West, Garu, Binduri, Tempani districts of the Upper East region. Notable projects include providing medical screening, treatments, and education, conducting eye surgeries, registering teenage mothers for skills training, assisting with prosthetic limbs and tricycles, and organizing STEM programs. He's also into the renewing of health insurance, distributing hygiene essentials and school uniforms, establishing environmental clubs, drilling boreholes, conducting disability screening, and offering health education at hospitals, providing wheelchairs, and hosting book camps. Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Nanabekai Draco.
Now let me bring you Nicholas Kofi. He's a banker and auditor by profession and the founder of, I'm sure many of you will know, My Help Your Health Foundation. Veiled as a ministry bestowed upon him by divine calling. In fact, this was established in 2018. The foundation has extended its reach to over 10,000 lives nationwide. Its initiatives include free health screening in communities, feeding programs for street children in Accra, donations and to orphanages and widows, as well as community-based projects such as borehole construction and classroom block renovation. My Help Your Health Foundation, a non-governmental organization, is committed to empowering vulnerable communities, particularly orphans, widows, and the impoverished, in breaking the cycle of poverty and enhancing their quality of life. Focused on education, health, economic empowerment, and human rights advocacy, the foundation strives to foster sustainable and supportive communities where basic needs are met and opportunities for growth are accessible to all. Now, you sure would want to know some of the programs and projects that's happened already. Scholarship programs for orphans and vulnerable children, vocational training and entrepreneurship, support for widows and single mothers, healthcare outreach programs and medical assistance, advocacy campaigns, and awareness initiatives for human rights. Nicholas Kofi is the impact maker.
And Joel Diafi is a 2019 Mandela Washington Fellow. He serves as the medical superintendent of Asunafo South District Hospital in Kukum, Ghana, overseeing both administrative and clinical operations. Now, with a team of 250 health professionals, he provides essential medical and surgical services. Additionally, he co-founded the Bawumia Community Medical Center, focusing on delivering healthcare to underprivileged communities through mobile health and telemedicine services. This Joy News Impact Maker nominee is passionate about community development. Joel's efforts have been recognized through grants and awards, driving his commitment to improving healthcare access for all. Now, his initiative significantly impacted healthcare access and outcomes in Ghana, reduced maternal and neonatal mortality. Joel's efforts in safe deliveries and prompt medical interventions have led to a reduction in maternal and neonatal death. The hospital conducts an average of 65 deliveries a month, with about 20 cesarean deliveries, positively impacting maternal and neonatal health. Non-communicable disease prevention screening programs for diseases like hypertension and diabetes have also been implemented, benefiting over 6,000 community members. Public health interventions, as Joel coordinates programs such as the antiretroviral therapy clinic and tuberculosis screening, maternal and child health services enhancement, healthcare infrastructure development, where Joel's fundraising efforts have supported projects like a 20-bed children's ward and ongoing maternity block construction, enhancing healthcare infrastructure and service delivery. See, the medical superintendent, having recognized the need, is leading. He's leading the charge in getting these things done. He has mobile health and telehealth initiatives. The Bawumia Community Medical Center's outreach activities reach 500 community members monthly. Community support. Joel's initiatives include national health insurance registration for 2,600 people, borehole projects benefiting 7,500 community members. I present to you Joel Afi, who's a medical superintendent of the Asunafo South District Hospital in Kukum.
Last but not the least, Joseph Maljom is a hydrogeologist, a wash specialist and a sustainability professional who has dedicated himself to enhancing access to safe water and promoting self-sufficiency focus in underserved communities, with a particular focus on the Upper Menya Krobo district. Through his initiatives, he has positively impacted the lives of over 2,000 individuals. Joseph's work centers on establishing and maintaining small water systems to ensure reliable access to safe water for community members. He oversees the development of water infrastructure vital to countless families through strategic planning and hands-on implementation. Not only that, he prioritizes community empowerment through education and training. Joseph personally trains over 10 individuals in borehole maintenance and basic plumbing skills, equipping them with the knowledge and tools to become self-employed entrepreneurs. This initiative not only fosters economic independence, but also enhances water system sustainability by fostering local expertise. Joseph's efforts stimulate the local economy, particularly benefiting women entrepreneurs, with over 20 women indirectly benefiting from water sales as standpipes and utilizing water for their food businesses. His work significantly contributes to economic empowerment and community resilience. Apart from his practical initiatives, Joseph actively advocates for and mobilizes resources. Through proactive fundraising efforts, he successfully secured funding to repair over 10 dysfunctional boreholes in the district, revitalizing essential water sources and ensuring continued access to safe water for communities. He also ensures the implementation of systems for sustainable resources management within communities. He is driven by a deep sense of purpose and a commitment to sustainable development. Joseph aims to leverage his expertise and passion to create positive change in water-stressed communities and advance SDG 6. Joseph Maujom.
Great. So it's happening tomorrow, 7 p.m. at the Accra International Conference Center. That's when we'll be rewarding these 10 individuals, and then we'll select the overall winner.
Yes.
These are all winners.
In fact, these are all great stories that each individual is contributing something more meaningfully by people with far more resources in this republic. If we had directed most of our resources to some of these people, some of the problems we talk about, for example, if you take Joseph I just talked about, the project he's doing, he's not only providing water and the boreholes for the areas, he's training people to be able to fix it when there are problems with them, so that people now get permanent skills in plumbing, which they can use elsewhere. Then people can manage these water sources and also be able to do business with it, is what he's doing in the upper Menya Krobo areas. Imagine this being replicated across the country in all the areas that some 2 or 3 years ago, there's a district in Northeast where the statistical service says almost 80% of people do not have access to proper water sources. At some point in the Republic of Ghana, this will not happen if his small initiative is replicated in areas like that too. And you can maximize that across the board to virtually all the things that they are doing. Assuming every national service personnel in Ghana decides that it is my job, even though there is no school where I am, to actually try and set up a school or work towards building or getting some system like that in place. It might not be a school, it might be a health post, it might be any other thing that can promote the lives of the people. This is scaled up. Look at the kind of impact we're making in this country.
You know, because, I mean, you're talking about Unisex's example, for instance. She gets to the community, they don't have a school. She actually stays in the community and founds a school. Today there's the Noka MA school.
Not stay in Accra and be taking the money for doing national service there.
She didn't ask that she should be transferred to another place. I mean, you talk about Joel's example. He's medical director, medical superintendent. He didn't say that, well, I mean, there are no facilities here, and so I'm not going to do my job. But he actually started a fundraising exercise to actually lead the expansion of the facility. He, the medical superintendent, he didn't say that we're waiting for government to come and construct, and until they construct, I'll fold my arms and do nothing.
He didn't go on strike because he felt a facility was not functioning properly or a major machinery was not working. He felt he needed to be the solution. And we are not saying everybody should do the same thing, but at some point, some of these initiatives are worth recognizing so that others can learn from them.
Great, Raymond. Still to come this morning on the Super Morning Show, of course, we'll be having that conversation with the youth of this country, whether they feel empowered enough to get to the table. Have they been taken for granted? And this morning we're going to be joined by young people telling us what their views are. But of course, all roads lead to the Achimota Retail Center because it's the first mini fair of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. We'll tell you more about that after these.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
high-octane excitement at the Grand Arena as we recognize and honor the best and the brightest football stars Ghana and Africa have to offer. In this election year, join us as we unite the country through the beautiful game, showcasing the power of football to bring people together beyond political lines. Be prepared to revel in an unforgettable night of entertainment and dazzling moment that will leave you breathless. Let's celebrate our stars on the 29th of June, a night that promises to be nothing short of extraordinary. Ghana Football Awards, it's a Football Impact Africa initiative powered by Activate 360 and proudly supported by Multimedia Group and AE Mediacom. Sponsored by Club Beer, Safari Valley, Big League Sports and Game Lounge. The Ghana Football Awards, celebrating the stars of our passion and uniting the nation through football.
At the peak of her career, she slapped with the worst nightmare of her life. Faced with her biggest decision ever, a strange anonymous caller into a radio show hurls events into an unimaginable turn. This July, Covenances in the Pants of a Woman is coming back. By popular request, Scribe Productions in partnership with Joy FM presents Ghana's first ever original musical on rape. In the Pants of a Woman shows on Saturday 20th July 2024 at the National Theatre. First show 3 p.m. Second show 7 p.m. Rate is 150 Ghana cedis single, 250 Ghana cedis double, and 650 Ghana cedis for buddies of 5. Dial *844*300# to grab your tickets now. Contact 054-609-8082. Sponsors: Foodstuff Home, Curves and Brushes, Timex Printech, and Sweet Melodies FM.
So do you like it playing?
I loved it.
Out of 1 to 10.
Oh, 10.
Get your tickets now. In the Pants of a Woman.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.